How you doing, everybody? Welcome to the show. It's Uncle Bruce here, Stock Markets with Bruce. We're going to try to talk about the markets in plain English like we always do. Welcome one, welcome all. It is Tuesday, May the 18th, 2021.
Talk about the
And
markets in plain
we're
English
going to
like
try to figure out what is happening in that wacky world of ours and see how it affects us and can we make some money in this crazy world? Thank you all for joining me here, and thank you for subscribing to this channel. Thank you for the thumbs ups you give me on this channel, and your comments and everything. All you members out there, love you guys. Jen and I love you for that. Thank you. What is happening in this pre-market? What's going on today? The markets look good at the moment. The Dow is up 61 points in the pre-market. The S&P is up 7.95 points, and the NASDAQ 78.5. So the three markets are definitely leaning positively this morning. Oil is up 32 cents a barrel to 66.59. This morning's some of the news this morning. Home Depot blew the numbers out again for another quarterly report. They're just firing on all cylinders. They are making more money than they've ever made before. Their sales are growing at a pace they've never experienced before. I mean, it's just so much. How do I explain this? If I were telling you that Home Depot 15 years ago had a 10% gain quarter over quarter, we'd go, wow, that's fantastic. If I said it was a 30% gain, you'd go, oh, wow, that's incredible. And we'd look at the numbers and go, oh yeah, they sold $10 million more worth of stuff this quarter than last quarter. But I tell you now that today they're doing 30% more today in the size that they're in. It's unbelievable. I mean, this is no longer, we're not talking about $10 million more in sales from quarter to quarter. We're talking billions more. We're talking about a company that is gigamorous. It's big. Yeah, that's what that means. Big. It's a Dow 30 component company. These guys are hitting home run balls like Apple and Microsoft and Facebook and Amazon. These massive companies are generating 20, 30, 40% more earnings, revenues, quarter over quarter, or this quarter versus last year at this time. This market is how do I put this in plain English? It's not easy talking in plain English. I can give you the gobbledygook and you can try to not, you won't be able to figure out what I'm talking about. The bottom line is these mega companies have cornered so much of their segment. In the case of Home Depot, the home market. They've been allowed to remain open the entire time during a pandemic. They've been deemed an essential service, with the mom and pops being forced to shut down. When you don't have competition so Walmart is firing on all cylinders, Home Depot, Costco, Apple, Microsoft, it goes on and on and on. And you take a look at the Dow 30 industrials and you go, oh, look at these guys. These guys have cornered their markets. They have completely cornered their markets, and they have no competition because they have crushed it, or they have snuffed it out, or they totally dominate it. And the politicians out there will not dare mess with these guys because of the amount of money these guys can fund super PACs. I'm not criticizing Home Depot right now. I am not. I am just trying to tell you folks the way it is. And the way it is right now is that certain companies are winners and the rest are not. They're not losers, but they're not winners. And these guys, Home Depot, are blowing out the numbers to an unprecedented scale. And it is stunning. Now, the share price of Home Depot has been as low as $234 in the last 52 weeks, $234, and as high as $345 just a few weeks ago. The shares last night closed at $320, down $25 from their high of the year. They're up $6 in the pre-market to $326, which I can't believe this thing isn't up $30 a share. I just don't understand it. I do and I don't understand. I think what others, some people are saying and speculating is, yeah, they were $345. They're now up $6. That's great. But can they keep up this pace of growth going forward as everything else is opening up? As all these mom and pops come back into business, there will be a lot of loyalty shown by customers, retail customers, you and me, to our favorite local entrepreneurs who've been shut down for a long, long time. One, you kind of just want to see how they're doing. Are they alive and well? And you want to support their business. That's going to affect Home Depot. It's going to affect other large retail entities that have really had the game to themselves for the last year and a half. But Home Depot is absolutely reaping the rewards of their buying power, of their ability to stay in business, the unlimited banking support that these guys have. I mean, mom and pop hardware shop in your little town compared to these guys. Your mom and pop hardware store might bring in 10 lawnmowers a year, 20 lawnmowers a year, 25, but these guys can bring in thousands of lawnmowers a year per location on a just-on-time basis with funding at 1% interest on whatever it is they need, and they order those lawnmowers direct from the factory in China or wherever they're made at bulk discount prices. Not the same for your local outfit. It's not a fair fight. Bottom line, though, is Home Depot has been trading at 26.8 times earnings going into this. The earnings have just been raised again, and forecasts are probably going to be raised again, and that could mean the shares could go higher and could go easily over 400 a share as the year rolls on. So those of you who are into Home Depot, it's one of my favorite stocks. It's one of the stocks that I recommend that I like. These guys are not a sell. This stock is not a sell. On a good pullback, you want to buy this stuff. Can you get rich off the dividend? No, it's $1.65 a share. So, you get 40 something cents every 3 months, but their dividends will be increased again and again and again. And don't be surprised if Home Depot theoretically might decide to buy back stock. I don't say they will, they won't, but they could certainly afford it. It's unbelievable. The stock isn't underpriced, though. It's fully priced at 26 times earnings. But it might be trading forward earnings of 18, which means there's upside. So very interesting move this morning on the stock, although it had been a bit higher. It's been over 327 so far today. Right now it's back to 325. Anyway, I'm not complaining about how Home Depot is doing, but amazing, just amazing. Now, what is going on with AMC? What is happening over there? And I got to tell you, ever since I answered a question in late February, early March. I answered a question in early March from viewers, many viewers in plural, who wanted my opinion on AMC. They wanted my opinion, desperately wanted. I had never included AMC in my favorite stock lists. I'd never recommended it as a buy. I'd always comment on it and acknowledge its existence because it's a Wall Street bets heavily talked about stock. It's a meme. It's a meme stock. AMC in the last 52 weeks has been as low as $1.91 a share when they were on the edge of bankruptcy or possible Chapter 11 or whatever. That was a year ago. Then they pulled off some miracle moves, which I have credited management with many times over. Doesn't make a difference. Most people think I hate the company. And they survived. And they were able to raise money. They were able to reorganize their debt. They were able to figure out how to survive and get through the pandemic. And I have many a time credited the management of AMC for this. It doesn't matter because people think I hate the company. And the stock reached $20. It reached $20.36 on the meme run, on the big short squeeze run of GameStop and everything else. Finally, in early March, I finally gave all of you my opinion, my opinion on AMC. And I came at it from a corporate point of view, which I like to do, generally speaking, on almost everything I cover. I do acknowledge short squeeze possibilities, gamma squeeze possibilities, failure to deliver possibilities. I do cover that, but I don't zero in on it as my existence for being here, for my reason for living. It's not my shtick. I'm into results. Show me the money. Show me sales. Show me cash flow. Show me your debt levels. Show me your PE multiple. Show me how are you going to make it. And that's what I want to know. And that's where I came at AMC with respect to what did I think. Well, you know what happened there. The AMC crowd were not happy with my assessment because for whatever reason, I seem to now be a traitor, like as if I was on a team of some kind. I'm now a traitor to the team, not supporting the stock. What can I say? I recommend it to folks, if this stock's trading at 14, 15, 16, get the hell out and take your money and move on. Or sell and wait on the sidelines, let the stock back off to 8, 9, 10 bucks, buy it back and run it again. Make money on this stock. If it's going to give you a trading range, take this, because this trading range is, it's kind of evident. If you look at the charts, you'll notice it never did get over 20 again. It got up there, but that was it. And then now it's been, jumping, but it never, doesn't matter. The hatred is there, and people are really upset with me. And I get these comments all the time on the channel that are so inappropriate that I have to delete as many as I see. It's too bad. I mean, people just cannot get over it that this company is not firing on all cylinders, but the stock looks good. Yes, it does. And every time the stock goes up, I say, yay. I always cheer it on. I'm happy for it because I know my viewers, there are viewers of mine that are in this stock. And a number of them have a very high average because they got in late. And that is what I worry about with respect to GameStop and AMC and Bed Bath & Beyond and BlackBerry and all the meme stocks that just took a shot for, in many cases, no good corporate reason. But they got caught up in the meme game. And it happens. It's okay. It's part of the market. Emotion is the market. But when a stock like AMC begins a move, dramatic move, I try to encourage people to, hey, wake up. This was $7, $8, $9, $10 not too long ago. It's 13, it's 14. Last night in the aftermarket, it hit 15.50. Fantastic. This is great. It's 14.67 right now on the pre-market. We got about 45 minutes to go before we open for trading. It's traded 4.9 million this morning. I think it traded 13 million last night in the aftermarket. Wow. Like just wow. There's stuff going on in the entertainment world. CNN and Discovery are not CNN, sorry. AT&T and Discovery are doing a new company together in their media thing and all that. And there's a lot of speculation about all the other media out there. What's going to happen with CBS, the television, the company owns CBS television. What about Disney? What about Netflix? What about all the other outfits? All right. And AMC is in the entertainment business. They're not in the media creation business. They're in the media distribution business. And they distribute media via their movie theater screens. And so they're caught up in some of the hype. And great. That's fine. And I hope the shares just go. That would be fantastic. If AMC people make money, I'm a happy guy. I'm not against any AMC investor making money. Never have been. Never have been. Always been positive. Always been happy to see it. But I'm also trying to wake you guys up to reality. And the reality is that the company has billions in debt that they've had to take on. They've issued hundreds of millions of shares from their treasury just to survive, and they're tapped out. They can't sell any more stock now for any more cash. And it's too bad, because right now at 14 and 15 bucks a share, if these guys could offload 200 million shares up here, they could bring in $3 billion and they could pay off a chunk of their debt. I mean, a chunk, 60% plus of their debt. The stock could go higher. If the company could turn around right now and issue a stock offering on a bought deal, pay off that debt of theirs, or a good chunk of that debt, the financials would look a heck of a lot better. And away you go. They did raise money last week, I know. And it was nice to see. But remember, they did it at $9.50 something a share. They had to offload almost 50 million shares at $9.50. A week later, it's at 14, and that whole gain is lost for the shareholders of AMC. The shareholders of AMC are the ones paying the price because the company is limiting itself to not issuing any more paper. If they were able to issue paper now at these prices, they would bring in hundreds of millions of dollars more in fresh cash, which would help their stock value long term. But as it is, it looks to me like they've delayed their annual meeting. They've held it off. They've decided not to issue more paper or increase their authorized paper. They've handcuffed themselves. They have literally handcuffed themselves at the behest of a violent group or a activist group of investors for the detriment of the corporation long term. They've got to reduce their debt, and they're not going to do it because a couple of blockbuster movies are going to start showing up here in May, and people are going to the theaters. There's nothing wrong with people going to the theaters. There's nothing wrong with blockbuster movies coming out. Nothing. It's all good. The problem is this company runs on such a razor-thin profit margin normally that they now need maximum revenue coming in the front door to be able to net out enough of a margin to pay down this debt in slow motion. And it might be that they pay off $5 billion, $10 million a month for years, where here at 15 a share, 14 a share, 16 a share, 18 a share, whatever you can get for it, issue paper up here and take the money and throw it at these bankers and pay off that 10% loan, that 12% loan, these high interest rate loans, knock them off, raising the value of AMC dramatically, instantly, raising its prospects dramatically. But they're handcuffed, and I don't know how long this can go. I don't know how long this can last, and I don't know what the position is on it. I just keep looking at the $14 stock price, $15 stock, and kind of go, these guys are they're being asked to do Herculean tasks without all of their appendages working, and it is too bad, because the shareholders are going to pay an ultimate price of mediocrity if they can't take advantage of these market moves. Anyway, that's just Bruce talking. 5.5 million have traded. We're at 1432, and it's just my opinion. I'm not against the company. I wish them well. I love AMC theaters. Jennifer and I love going to the movies, AMC, but there are other theater chains, and these guys do not have a streaming service. They don't create content. They don't own a studio. They're a movie theater chain, and they're not allowed to own a studio in a sense. And they don't have the money to do it. They don't have the people in house to do it. They can't take over a creative entity. Their business is showing movies to the world. That's their job. That's what they're good at, very good at. But financially speaking, they're up against a serious wall of problems, and like I said, I just hope for the best. And anyone who owns this stock, write call contracts against this stock. Offer this stock for sale at 15, 16 a share. Take a buck and a half, $2 a share. If you can write a 2-month contract at 16 and get $2 now, cash, take the money. This thing backs off to 10. Buy a bunch of stock at 10 to buy on the dips. You just got paid $2 for every share you got. Buy more if you want, but I don't know. It just is what it is. Anyway, I get these comments all the time. I get these snarky comments like, "Well, how do you feel now, Mr. Hotshot, that the stock's $15 a share and you told everyone to sell?" I'm just going, sorry, kids. I still don't believe in it from a corporate point of view. Happy to see this, but it was $15.50 last night. It's now down $1 from that level, and we haven't traded a minute on the market with this stock up here. We've only traded as high as $14.38 the other day on the New York Exchange for a minute, and most of the day yesterday it was under $14 on the big market on the where's it trading on? Trading on New York Stock Exchange. So on New York Stock Exchange, it hasn't traded at $15.50. Only on the aftermarket and the pre-market. That's not the. It's nice, but that's just an indication. We got to see some real results. Again, there are analysts who like this stock. There are analysts who are neutral. There are analysts who don't like it. I'm just an observer on the outside going, guys, fundamentally, these guys they're up against it. They're going to survive. Yes, they will. Are they going broke? Nope, they're not going to go broke. They're going to make it all through this year. They'll make it into next year. Hopefully the pandemic will be a thing of the past. Movie theaters will be back to normal. And these guys can make a go of it, but they will eventually have to trade at an earnings multiple, some kind of a PE multiple, eventually. And even if they have a 30 or a 50 times earnings multiple, they have to trade at an earnings multiple. And they've never made more than $120 million in a profit in a year, ever. If they make $100 million in profit now, after all this banking expense that they have to pay, all these interest charges, I don't know how they're going to do it. But if they did, if they made $100 million At 500 million shares outstanding, 20 cents a share. 30 times earnings, $6 stock. 50 times earnings, $10 stock. Fundamentals. Eventually, this will trade on fundamentals. You cannot trade it on emotion forever. Emotion eventually leads to the fundamentals. And I'm just, oh my gosh, I don't want people to get hurt. I really, really don't. But anyway, I have to talk about it. I hate to talk about AMC because I know it drives some of my viewers up the wall crazy. But I have to do it. I got to talk to you in plain English. What the heck is going on? And it's not all pretty. IPOE, 1569 on the pre-market right now, up 21 cents. SoFi. This will become SoFi June 1. That is 12 days from now. It's coming. It's relentless. It's coming. It'll be listed on the New York Stock Exchange as SOFI. The meeting is being held, is it next week? Is the shareholder meeting, the official thing? It'll all go through. It'll all be voted through. It'll all happen. This deal will go down. It'll go through, and it'll be trading on New York as SoFi. Expected trade date, June 1. That's the expected trade. I'm not guaranteeing it. That's what I'm told it's going to be. Let's follow it. The stock, I do not believe, will be in this neighborhood by the time even that day occurs. But you tell me, and you ask me, well, Bruce, what day is it going to make its move, and how far will it go before it gets listed as SoFi? I wish I could tell you. If I knew these answers, I wouldn't be here talking to you guys. I would be trading on my own. I'd be making billions of dollars, and you won't even know who the hell I am. I'm going to be in a Gulfstream 5 somewhere, flying from private island to private island, having a wonderful old time because I have a crystal ball that knows all these answers. I don't. So I'm here, and welcome everybody to the show. I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're not being made too angry by me today, because I've got good news. I think this is all good news. All right, come on, guys. Let's keep it going. GameStop closed at 180.60 last night. What a run we had yesterday. I mean, holy moly macaroni. That stock had a beautiful day. It was as low as 159 yesterday morning for like a microsecond. Closed out at 180.60. It went way too far too fast. It went up to 182.50. The stock went too quickly for the resistance to stop it. So now we're getting some overnight trading, and we're getting a little more backfilling here. We're at 176.50. Am I complaining? No. Would I like it to be 196.50 right now? Sure. You got to give me the news, though. There is no news on this yet. There are rumors, innuendos, and accusations, but there are no hard fact news yet, which is a good thing in a way, because the stock has moved up from the 140 range now to the 176, 180 range without actual news. We know what we know because we follow it so closely. We know what we're expecting for news, CEO search, first quarter financials, and the annual meeting. So we know this is coming. We also know that as each day goes by, these events are going to be coming out in a closer time frame to each other. So do we hear about the CEO this week? Do we hear about financials for the first quarter the end of next week? Do we have the annual meeting the week after? Is it like a bang, bang, bang thing, or is it all happening in 1 week? Does it all happen between June the 5th and 9th? I mean, I don't know. Well, when we know, but the market is anticipating something is going on because this stock is moving higher. And there's all kinds of theories out there about, the short sellers have stopped selling it short, and they've stopped their attacks, so the stock is naturally coming higher. Or there's just an unstoppable wave of retail investors that are buying up this stock, and it's just going to keep going higher. These could all be true. These could all be absolutely true. At the end of the day, it comes down to where is it and how many are trading and what's the news on this thing. Let's go from there, because I keep coming back to the fundamentals of the company. What is the GameStop fundamentals? What do they look like? I'm dying to see these financials for the first quarter. I want to know how the sales were for February, for March, and for April compared to a year ago and 2 years ago and 3 years ago, because I would like to know, because our friends at Home Depot and our friends at Walmart and other retailers, just retailers, have had blowout quarters and blowout, couple of quarters in a row. I kind of want to know if GameStop is also having a blowout quarter. Are they having a real good first quarter? They got these new gaming systems. There's no excuse for the sales to to be pretty good, except for the fact of availability of gaming systems. I'll grant you that. If they come out and say our sales would have been this much had only we had our gaming systems, or we had sales of this much and we have pre-orders for gaming systems of this much in the wings, this business is here. It's like Ford Motors saying, we built all these F-150s, but we got about 20,000 of them sitting in storage right now because we haven't got computer chips for them. As soon as those chips get inserted in those trucks, they immediately go out to dealerships, and they're basically pre-sold trucks. Is that the same for GameStop and some of its merchandise? Don't know. The website, the online, the e-commerce division, dying to find out how you doing now. How are you doing in this first quarter on that? How is that coming along? What percentage of gross sales does it represent? How are the numbers this year for e-commerce versus a year ago for the first quarter for e-commerce and the year before that? Show us, progression. How many more stores have you let go? How many more are you going to let go? We need info for GameStop. Again, fundamentals. I'm just asking for basic corporate fundamental info, so I can pass it on to you and try and interpret it in a plain English format. I like what I hear. I suspect it will be good. I'm hopeful that the first quarter was better than the first quarter of 2019. Not last year, because last year they didn't have to do anything to get better than last year, because last year in the first quarter, everything was shut down. They were open in February and they were shut down in March and April. They were all completely shut down. So yeah, they beat the quarter last year. No big whoop. It's the one before that, the year before that, and the year before that. I want to know 2020, 2019, even 2018. Show me that. If you are outdoing the first quarter of 2018, or if you are able to have brought in upwards of $2 billion in gross revenue, on top of the $2 billion you brought in for the final quarter of the year, you are telling me you are at an $8 to $9 billion annual sales pace, compared to last year's $5.5 billion and the year before that of $6.5 billion. You're telling me you're between $8 and $9 billion, $8.5, $9 billion in projected sales. I'm interested in this because that is profit territory. Back in the 2019-18 range, they were hauling in over $300 million in profit. And if these guys can bring in $350 million in profit or more this year or into next year, like it moves into that level shortly, that is $5 a share earnings for GameStop. $5 a share earnings. You show me that. You show me that you are this close. You are within 6 months to 18 months of generating $5 a share and then higher after that net earnings for this company. At 30 times earnings, you justify a $150 stock price. So all of a sudden, this 176 isn't like pie in the sky numbers anymore. All of a sudden, there are fundamentals at play here, and I don't see the stock trading at 30 times earnings. No damn way do I see that. If these guys can go from $5 a share earnings to $8 a share earnings to $12 a share earnings over the next 3 fiscal years, so I'm talking 2024, 2025, that type of thing, this stock will trade at 50 to 100 times earnings. And 100 times earnings on a $5 earnings, that's $500 a share. $8 a share profit, 100 times $800 a share. Just on fundamentals. I'm trying to compare GameStop to Chewy to any other e-commerce outfit. Show me the money. Show me the results. And I have a hunch that the first 3 months of this year have been very good indeed. Very good. And they're sitting on this. They know it. I think they know it. And in management, Mr. Cohen knows exactly how they're doing. Already he knows how the first quarter is looking. And they're sitting on, I think, a serious breakout of positive financial news. Now, who's the CEO going to be? Talk to me. Who's it going to be? We're really curious about that. And then, of course, the annual meeting. We're stoked about the annual meeting. It's coming up. And I think we're going to be excited. So anyway, there you have it. There's the story on GameStop. We're coming into the opening now in 30 minutes. Mr. Faber is we're talking away. Would imagine is Jim here? I don't even know. I haven't looked. I see the TV's right over here, but I can't look at it. We're up 13 points, up 15 points on the Dow Jones pre-market at the moment. We're up 2.95, or let's call it 3-point gain on S&P, and NASDAQ is ahead by 60 points right now. That's what we're showing. That's what we're looking at. Oil is up 30 cents a barrel at the moment. AT&T and Discovery. I talked about this merger yesterday morning as it was breaking. When I went on the air yesterday at 8:30 Eastern time, the deal had been announced around 7:30 Eastern time, and people were trying to discern it and break it down as to what it meant and what this whole thing is all about. I talked yesterday about how the company AT&T was taking their assets in Warner Media, and they were putting it into a corporation, and then the folks at Discovery were taking a bunch of their assets and putting it into a corporation, and the two companies would still trade as publicly traded companies, Discovery and AT&T, and then there would be this third company. What I didn't know, and I still am not 100% sure on, but I'm getting the drift, what is this third company really going to be? Is it going to be its own publicly traded company, or is it going to be its own privately held, between the two companies, subsidiary somehow that they both own and control, with board members and people running it? Or is that third entity going to become a public entity where shareholders of AT&T own 79% of the stock, Discovery owns 29% going into the merger, and then this company will announce the fact that it's going public? Would it become its own publicly traded media company? Will it raise billions of dollars in cash as a standalone public company? And at the end of the day, 15% of the company is owned by the world, investors, institutions, and what have you. And 85% of the company is owned by these two companies, of which AT&T still owns 65% of the whole thing. Do the shareholders of AT&T get anything for this deal? I was thinking about this going, well, if they get stock given to them by this new company, that's a dividend. That would be classified as possibly dividend. That's taxable. So I can't see that happening. Would they be given warrants to be allowed to buy stock at a IPO kind of a deal? Same thing for Discovery people. They would be given warrants to buy. Maybe. Will they not even bother with that? Will these two companies just say, no, we're going to go to Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan and Bank of America and Merrill Lynch. We're going to these big outfits. All we want is just raise us $20 billion in fresh cash, do a bunch of bond offerings. We're not even issuing stock. We just want a bunch of bond offerings at 2% interest, 1.5%, 2.25%. And that will fund the entity up with a whole bunch of cash. And now that standalone entity is worth $150 billion, 200, whatever it is, and we'll let the analysts then say to the world, "Hey, AT&T shareholders, guess what? You're worth $30 a share for all the telephone and communications and everything, and you're worth another $20 a share because of your ownership in this thing. Your stock is worth $50 a share in book value now." Would that make the stock trade to 40? Because today AT&T stock is down. It's not doing well. It's not a disaster, but it is not going anywhere. And AT&T right now, $29.48, down $1.89 on the day. The year's range for AT&T, $26.35 for the low, $33.88 for the high, and it's sitting at $29.48 in the pre-market, down $1.89, down 6%. Now, what is a shareholder of AT&T to do and to think and to wonder about? Good news, the yield on the stock, I guess, is over 6.6%. The question is the dividend safe? Because none of this cash seems to be coming AT&T's way. Is it possible that there's cash coming to AT&T for vending into this thing? I don't know, and I don't know if any of this dough will make a difference to the dividend, or will it? The media assets that AT&T has it been spinning off cash to help pay the dividend, or has it just been a big nothing burger? I don't know. I don't recommend either of these stocks to you, by the way. I've never recommended either of them. I've mentioned AT&T as a high dividend payer, that it could be something to look at from a dividend point of view. But right now, going forward, I reserve judgment on whether AT&T's dividends are safe or not, and will they be solid enough, going forward. Will they be able to be payable and that kind of thing? So at the moment, that's where I'm at. I can't be any more specific than that. I wish I could, but it's an interesting deal. I think the two companies were trying to make this deal happen on a tax-free kind of basis. They were trying to find a way to merge these two assets into this company in a way they wouldn't have any taxes to pay to the American people, to the government of the United States, the American people. So multi-billion dollar entities are trying to do business to make more money without giving up any of the money to the tax man. Some of you will applaud that, go yay, yay for business. Some of you will go, geez, when will the American people ever get paid off for any of these billions these guys are shuffling around? Someone's making money here. There's got to be somebody making money. And I can tell you that the lawyers who are doing this deal, they're making a lot of money and they pay a lot of taxes. Okay. And the bankers are going to make a lot of money and they pay taxes too. So there will be taxes generated to the American people through this whole shuffle of paper and assets and everything else. Yes, of course. But from the two big participants and for their bottom line results, they can go to the shareholders and say, it's a tax-free deal and it all works out. We are enhancing our returns. And from AT&T's point of view, I guess they're going to say Warner Media will now be a much more productive asset for our company inside the Discovery AT&T merged company than as it is now. Because we're going to add the momentum of Discovery's momentum into the Time Media. And the reverse will be said by Discovery. They'll go, we just went from here to here in size, although we only own a piece of it, but we have got a serious partner here with serious assets and with our ingenuity and our drive and our growth potential and the fact that we're in the media business, we can take that media asset and wake it up and really lift its value. Oh, hopefully a year from now or two, the street will say, you know what, that was a good merger. That merger was valued at so many dollars at the beginning, and it's now valued at this many dollars today. And both companies have done really well by it, which means the shareholders should do really well by it as well. And for AT&T shareholders, the question is, at $29.41 right now, if you were to buy the stock at these levels, and the shares a year from now are $50 to $60, how can you not be happy with that deal? So, that's what they need. There are 7.1 billion shares outstanding for AT&T. 7.1 billion shares. So these guys got to make a lot of money to make $1 a share. They got to make 7.1 billion in profit to make $1 a share for their, for the company's revenue. So, let's just see what happens. I don't know. I'm just taking a look at this whole thing. We'll see how that works out. Okay. Anyway, there you go. Welcome one, welcome all. Thank you for being here and hanging out with me this morning. We're up now 29 points on the Dow pre-market with 21 minutes to go before we open up for the day. S&P is up 3.95. NASDAQ up 62 points. We have a positive start, but not a dramatic, over-the-moon positive start. We're just leaning in the positive direction. This is by no means a guarantee we're going to have an up day today. Not going to say we're having a down day, but we need more. Please, sir, I want more, said Oliver. And we need more than this. So, yeah, apparently AT&T's debt load is $200+ million. And this merger will offload 43 billion of it, apparently. So it'll bring them back to the 160 range. That is still a ton of debt to carry. They are not paying high interest rates for that debt, though. Fair enough. But AT&T has got to get to a more competitive position. And that dividend, I'm not sure how secure that is. We'll see. GameStop, 176.22, down 438 on the open on the pre-market. This is kind of the low of the day. Ish, might have been 10 or 20 cents lower than this so far. So we're not getting a lot of movement here. But again, we went up yesterday. Was it $22 yesterday? Did we have a good day? Yeah, up $20.68 yesterday. Giving back $3 or $4 on the opening, it's okay. I haven't got a problem with that. IPOE right now in the pre-market, 1566 at the moment, up 18 cents. It's been sitting between 1545 and 1580 all morning on 44,900 shares traded. It's dead quiet. I don't like it down here. I think it's way underpriced, but I don't know when the street will wake up to it that SoFi at $27 book value is taking this thing over. I don't know when the market figures that out. I don't know. I keep mentioning it, but I don't seem to have 150,000 people watching me at the same time to spread the word out. So it's up to you guys to help me out and say to the world, hey, did you know that SoFi is going to take over IPOE and that the book value of SoFi is over $27 a share now? The stock's trading at 15. That's what you have to do. So help me out. Help me help you. We do what we can, kids. We do what we can. Oh, the world is so hard. AMC right now, $14.32, up 37 cents. How many traded? 9 million traded in the pre-market. Good. 13 million last night, 9 million this morning. It's good volume. It traded 158.9 million yesterday on the New York Exchange. So another big chunk of stock trading in the aftermarket last night and pre-market this morning. Good volume. The question is, will the volume be like this going into today at these prices? This is there has to be a reason why people will want to get in to AMC at 1440. I can understand why they want to get out of AMC at 1440. If you bought at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, you made a nice little flip. Great. But why do they want to get in? They can't be getting in for corporate reasons. They've got to be getting in for the other reasons: short squeeze, gamma squeeze, artificial stock, failure to deliver, all that stuff. How deep do they believe in that story to pop in now at 1442? I can see them popping in at 9, going, hey, $9. It's been here a million times. It can always go to 10 or 12. But it's now 1443, and that means to make money from here, it's got to go to 1618 or beyond, and you're now pushing the high trade of this stock. Remember, GameStop hit 500 a share on the pre-market in its initial run. This stock hit 20. It's at 14 now. It's at 70% of where it topped out at. If that were true for GameStop, 70% of where it topped out at, it would be right now $350 a share. And more, maybe 385. And GameStop is not at 385 a share. So one is priced, pretty high compared to where it's been lately in the last 6 months. The other one is not. And why would you want to buy now at this price is the question. Well, you have to believe this is going to go to 18, $20. Why else would you get in? It makes no sense to get in then, right? Just watching. I don't know. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Hope you're not too angry with me. I'm doing the best I can with what little I got. So much fun this morning. Welcome one, welcome all to the show. And I'm glad that you're here. Let's see what's going on. I heard this morning, I read something about, a couple more things. First of all, let me tell you something. You should know this. VGAC, their shareholder vote has been determined and it's official. June the 10th, we finally have a date on VGAC, the Virgin Group, the Richard Branson 23andMe deal. So this is May the 18th. We have 30 days this month. That's 12 more days. Then we have 10 days into June. That means 22 days, 3 weeks tomorrow is the vote, the shareholder vote for VGAC to officially be taken over by 23andMe. So we now know the VGAC deadline, drop dead date for that deal to close. Why is it June the 10th and not May the 10th? Because of the SEC refiling requirements that they put on every SPAC to come out with a refiled everything to adhere to the new SEC disclosure rules. That delayed everyone's deal by a month. We now have the date, June the 10th for VGAC. That's number one. Number two, FAII, Fortress Acquisition. Finally, we've got news on Fortress Acquisition that its deal to merge is now going to be officially, it's officially on June the 15th. And so that is 27 days from now. So just yesterday, Monday, 4 weeks from yesterday. So FAII is going to turn into physical therapy because physical therapy is buying FAII, and VGAC is going to be 23andMe. Right here, we're talking about the second one right here, VAC to become 23andMe. So these two are official. We know about IPOE, that's SoFi, that's official. That should be this, about a week from now, that'll be held, and on June 1 should be trading. So these two stocks, VGAC and FAII, a week after their meetings, they could be trading already. So VGAC, June the 17th could start trading, and FAII, June 22nd could start trading. So we're starting to come in here with our definitive dates finally on all of these SPACs. We're finally going to be paid off to wait this thing out with exact dates, and this is good news. This is really good news. So I'm very pleased to see this. I'm very happy to tell you this news finally that this is going on. Okay, as they keep coming out, the others will be coming out shortly with their dates. We will pass that on to you as well. Do not be surprised. In the month of June, everybody is now trading on the SPAC front as something else. I just kind of, I get the vibe that they're all going to become, they're different deals all in like 2 to 3 weeks. They'll all be shifted over. So hang in there. The only one that will not happen right away is the last one that I've added to the deal, the Fifth Wall Acquisition Corporation. Fifth Wall Acquisition is going to merge with SmartRent in a $2.2 billion deal with $513 million in cash. That deal was only announced about a month ago, and that'll take another 2 to 2.5 months to be done. So that's the last one to be done, but it's the latest one I've added to my list of deals that I like. All right, so there are all the deals I like, the stocks that I like that I recommended to you to look at. Gores Holdings, VGAC, GameStop, IBM, Microsoft, Intel, Home Depot, Cisco, Apple, Facebook, Micron, Vanex Semiconductor ETF, which is known as SMH, the symbol. SVAC, Fortress, there it is, VACQ, Nash, IPOE, and FWAA. Those are the ones for now, and keep your eye on those. If you are a member of this channel, if you become a member of this channel, you will be alerted every time I add a new stock to that list. You will be alerted in advance before the channel as a whole. So you'll have a head start to look into a deal before the rest of the world knows my thoughts on it. And of course, whenever there's something coming up that you need to be aware of, I will do alerts. This news here, I figured I would just announce it on this show because this is now public information. It just came out, I think, yesterday. So I'm happy about that. I want to thank one of my viewers who sent me this info. I want to say thank you. A number of you actually out there do send me stuff like this all the time, and I want to thank you so much. Kishan, thank you for this info. I know you fired this to me. I also want to say thank you to Casey Wilson. I want to say thanks to Dave Shin. I just want to say thank you to all of you out there. Olivia, I love you, Olivia. You're wonderful. Thank you. All of you out there who are reaching out to me, sending me information that you know I would like to know about. I thank you. Thank you also to Jennifer Ramey today. You are just the most incredible person in the world. Thank you. Again, all of you out there, all your support that you're showing my channel and the information that you're providing, that you're coming across, I appreciate it. Sometimes I know about the info already. Other times it's news to me. Or you're finding it out just a little earlier before I am. Thank you. Those of you who are already giving me 479 thumbs ups. 481 now. 481 thumbs ups already. Man, you guys are fast today. Thank you. We're on our way to 1,000 thumbs ups, which guarantees that Yoko Ono will not come out here and sing the Beer Barrel Polka medley for 25 minutes straight. We're going to keep her off the stage. If we can reach 1,000 thumbs ups by the time we open for trading, we have 10 minutes to do it. So keep those thumbs ups coming in, guys. We're at 531 right now to keep Yoko Ono off the stage because she's already in the back trying to rehearse. She's trying to warm up her vocals. She wants to be here to give you her impersonation and interpretation of the Beer Barrel Polka and a bunch of other polkas and waltzes ready to go. What was that? I can hear her. We don't want it. Again, 1,000 thumbs ups guarantees She won't be coming out. We're at 575. They're coming in fast and furious because you know what I know. You don't want to hear that. We just don't want to hear it. Thank you, everybody. Alrighty, there it is. Let's see what else is going on, folks. Thank you so much for hanging around with yours truly this morning. We must stave off Yoko and her hunger. There you go. Yoko fans, keep your thumbs to yourself. No Yoko, says Ona. No, I'm the Yoko. Yeah, come on, people, give more thumbs ups. Help him out. Don't let Yoko come out there. It could be ugly. And thank you, those of you, to support yours truly. I bet you there are people who are coming in here watching what I'm doing and going, what the hell is he talking about with this Yoko Ono thing? What is that? And no other stock market channel talks like this guy does. And where are all those charts? And why isn't his face in the corner down here like all the other guys? Why is he just sitting there talking to us? Why does he talk to us like a human being? Why can't he just be a machine like others? So I don't understand it. He's a weird one. I'll tell you that right now. I don't get it. It's weird. I'm just one of a kind. And what can I tell you? A little background on me for those of you who are here for the first time. If you've never seen me before, I'm old, I'm cranky, but I'm generally a happy kind of guy. I'm 65 years old. I'm in Canada. I'm in Creston, British Columbia in Canada. And I started investing in the stock market in 1978. I became a stock broker in 1979. I was a desk trader, a branch manager, a vice president, a part owner of a firm, a brokerage firm. I was the president of a publicly traded company. This is just some of the stuff I've done. President of a publicly traded company. I lived in the Cayman Islands for a while as an offshore asset manager there. That was a unique experience. I've been a retailer because my father before me was a retailer. I've been a retailer too. I've done consulting work for corporations. I've done private placement work. I've done all kinds of stuff. I've just done all kinds of stuff. And I've been a YouTuber now for 4 years, or coming up to 4 years. This August, so June, July, 3 months from now, I will be on as a YouTuber for 4 years. I started off with another channel called Traveling with Bruce, which is still out there, 60-odd thousand subscribers. Traveling with Bruce, talking about cruise ships and going on holidays. I started this channel a year ago in June, so we're coming up to a year next month for this channel. I started doing videos. One of the earliest videos I ever did on this channel was a company called GameStop. I talked about a company called GameStop. It was trading at something like $4.80 a share. And they had a pretty serious short position going at that time. There were 70-odd million shares shorted on GameStop when there were only 70 million shares in existence. And I thought, that's kind of weird. How do you do that? And then I dug in a little further and I found there's only 50-odd million free trading. How can there be 70 million shorted? There's only 50 million free trading. Where's the stock coming from? How do these guys short this much stock? The answer I still can't give you. I still can't give it to you. A year later, even with congressional hearings, I still can't tell you how that can be. In any event, the shares were $4.80. I mentioned last June, you might want to take a look at this thing and maybe pick up a couple hundred shares or 1,000 shares, something like that. Put a couple grand into this thing and tuck it away. Maybe it'll go someday. There might be a short squeeze on it. Little did I know that 6 months later, because it was 6 months later in December, January, it did have a short squeeze and it did go. And it reached $483 on the New York Stock Exchange. It hit over 500 in the pre-market. And there were people who definitely bought the stock when I was talking about it. I was doing videos on that stock for a few months. June, July, August, September, October. I did a couple of videos on it. And I covered the Ryan Cohen entry. I talked about, movement on the stock, how they're going to go e-commerce. And more people bought into the stock. I had viewers of mine buying into the stock, but not thousands, just a few dozen. Because at that time, my channel had no following, nothing. We were at a couple hundred subscribers, nothing. I had no idea what this I had no idea what this channel would ever become when I created it back in June of 2020. I figured, well, I'll just do videos, explain the markets to you in plain English, and I'll cover Apple, I'll cover Tesla, GameStop I covered, the markets in general. how CEOs get paid, stock options. I just went into all kinds of stuff. And it was in December that GameStop started to make some waves. And in January, it really started getting, a lot of press. And I started getting a lot of requests for information from people asking me, what does this mean? What does this mean? What does that mean? What is this? Why is that? How is that? What? And I'm going, these people don't have a stockbroker. And I'm thinking, you folks out there are on your own, and you have got no one to turn to. And every time you do call a stockbroker, or who you think is a stockbroker, they're trying to sell you their house funds. They're trying to sell you mutual funds that their house runs. They're just asset gatherers, and they don't want to hear anything you have to say about any stock you're following, because they don't give a crap. Because their managers don't give a crap either, because their managers are under pressure from their managers and their managers to get down to the broker to get you to send money to the brokerage house so that they can put your money to work in their house funds. And everyone up the chain gets a cut of the action, cut of the value, because they charge you a management fee to manage your money. And some of you have even gone on to tell me the most unbelievable information. Some of you tell me that you're allowed 30 minutes or 60 minutes of time with your advisor every quarter or every 3 months, every month or something like that, or twice a year. I couldn't believe it when I heard this crap. I cannot believe this garbage that is going on out there in this investment world of ours. The SEC allows this crap to go on, where individual investors are being hosed and ripped off with deniability. They cannot get access to professional advice, and the professional advice is all on the frequently asked questions section of their website. It's unbelievable to me how you folks are underserviced, ignored, shunned, and you're not wanted. Because unless you've got $1 million in assets, they really don't want to talk to you, because they won't talk to you. They'll take your money. They'll take your $200,000 and they'll put it into some mutual fund portfolio to give you a balanced return on your investment. And they'll give you all this literature and gobbledygook. And if you dig into the deep financials, you'll find out what your management fees are. And some of you out there are unaware of the fact that your fund generated a 6.5% return, but the management fees were 2.5%, and you got 4%. And they're telling you how great you're doing. You're doing great. You got 4% return on your money. The bank is only going to give you 0.5% on your money. You made 4%. What you don't know is they took 2.5% of the 6.5% for their fees. They took 40% of your profits and shoved it into their pocket and gave you nothing. They don't talk to you. They don't want to hear what you have to say. They don't ever call you to see how you're doing. They do not get to know you on a client-broker relationship. They have no idea what your world is about. They don't care, because they're asset gatherers, and that's all they're about. And you're on the outside looking in going, what about me? I can manage my money better than these guys can. Why don't they talk to me about GameStop? Why don't they talk to me about AMC? Why don't they talk to me about IPOE? Why don't they talk to me about, why don't I ever get a call about an IPO? Why don't they ever offer me any of this IPO stock that doubles the first minute it starts trading? Why am I on the outside looking in? It's because you don't matter, because you don't have enough money to get their attention. Bottom line. And so here I am trying to explain to you in plain English what's going on, and it ain't pretty sometimes. Welcome to the world. We're opening right now for the market. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel. Let's talk about the market and see what's going on in plain English and what the hey is happening. What the hey? Can we make some money today? How about that? Wouldn't that be a nice little change of pace? Or could we make more money than we made yesterday? Because we did have a fairly good day on some cases yesterday. We're about to open here for the New York Exchange. The bells are about to go off. Jim and Dave are talking about Apple and a few other stocks. The opening bell is going to go right now. Woohoo! It's going to start ringing. Let's see what this market wants to give us. I noticed that IPOE may have just popped a little bit. Let me double check that. See if that is officially official, or am I dreaming in Technicolor? What's going on here? Yeah, 15.93. It's up 45 cents. Thank you very much. It looks like it's just opened up for trading. We've got IPOE right now, 15.99, up 51 cents on 129,000 shares. First trade, very nice, 16.04 on IPOE. It's about bloody time. This stock should be over 20 bucks a share now. It is undervalued dramatically. This is going to be SoFi. SoFi is book valuing at 27 bucks a share. What's this thing doing at 16.03? languishing. It's not supposed to be there. GameStop, 174.03 to start the morning on 198,000 shares. Kind of taking off where we left the pre-market. We will see some trading between 170 and 180 perhaps, and maybe a little rally. We'll see. I don't know. But we have to fill this in. We'll see what's going on. AMC at 14.25, up 30 cents from last night's close on 16 million on the opening salvo, and 14.16 right now is where we're at. On the pre-market or post-market last night, we were at 15.50 a share, and boy, was I getting it, but good, from AMC shareholders going, nah, 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 you're an idiot. Anyway, AMC 14.15. It ain't no 15.50 right now. I hope you're making money. I'm praying to God you people are making money. Gores Holdings, 11.10 down to nickel. VGAC, unchanged at the moment at 9.97. Fifth Wall, 10.34, unchanged. Vector at 10.02, up 2. NavSite, unchanged, 9.88. SPAC, 9.90, unchanged. Fortress, up 2 cents to 9.96. That's a bargain. We now know this company's annual meeting, their meeting to vote in their deal, is happening June the 15th. FAII will not be down here much longer. I don't think so. It shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. VGAC, like I said, 9.97. It shouldn't be here either. It is going to have their meeting. Their meeting is June the 10th. So we know by the 17th of June, a month from now, they're trading as 23andMe. Between now and a month from now, this stock shouldn't be here anymore. That is my contention at this point in time. The Dow is up 36.6 to start the morning. S&P 500 is up 1 point, and NASDAQ is up 16 point. That's very quiet, a very meek opening, but certainly not a bloodbath to start the day. Good, but not a run-up of gargantuan proportions either. So we're kind of in this, well, we're okay, we're all right. Nothing to worry about here. We're just going to see how things go. That's what this market's doing. Keep in mind, the Dow is near its all-time high. S&P near its all-time high. NASDAQ has backed off about, 5-6%. It's consolidating. I'm not sure. I'm going to guess eventually it'll hit new highs. These markets will go higher because there's a lot of cash in this system. This economy is firing on all systems, as evidenced by Home Depot. This morning, Home Depot, boring old Home Depot. I mean, this is not an exciting company. I mean, come on. Home Depot? You're supposed to get excited about a hardware store on steroids? Really? Excited? Oh, come on. $319 a share this morning. It's actually down 48 cents right now. They just posted some of the greatest financials ever recorded by this company. Ever. More money coming in, more profits coming in, surging on every level. Stock's down $1.14. This stock cannot make people happy even when they deliver the goods. It is that kind of a market right now. To me, this thing backs off from here. It is a steal because the upside is over $400 a share before the end of this year. Yeah, in the next 7-8 months, this will be over $400 a share, and you'll be going, why didn't I buy it when Bruce was talking about it back then? What was I thinking? Anyway, $318.98 down to $1.19. I can't account for craziness. It is what it is. IPOE now 15.90, up 42 cents on the day. It was as high as 16.04 on the initial trade. 184,000 shares traded. GameStop right now 172.02 as it figures itself out. It had a beautiful last hour last night. Went way too far too fast, but hey, it did it. We didn't mind. But it's now trading at 171.50. Down $9.10 towards the low of the day. The low price 170.47 so far. 408,000 shares traded. So we'll see how long this lasts. I did notice and read something about George Soros was shorting GameStop. I heard that his pension fund or his hedge fund, one of the hedge funds he uses, was short GameStop through a bunch of put contracts. And you gotta wonder. You wonder if maybe you remember when those we were talking in the last 3 months now when the stock would have this sudden drop out of nowhere. GameStop would be up like $8 on the day, and then within 5 minutes it would be down $3 on the day. It would drop $11 in like a minute and a half. And I would speculate with you saying, do you think maybe there's a put buyer out there, somebody who bought a bunch of puts, and then they just hammered the stock and made it go down dramatically to make those puts go up in value? I've talked to you about this, I don't know, 228,454 times. A lot. I've talked about it a lot. Wonder if that's going on right now. But I wonder, do you think maybe there was a connection between people like George Soros's hedge funds and those kinds of activities? Because the SEC filings keep coming out, and these 13 whatever filings get released, and they only have to tell us if they're long put contracts. No hedge fund, mutual fund, pension fund, or senior investor has to disclose if they're short any stock at all. They only have to disclose if they own put contracts or call contracts, or if they're long stock. But they don't have to talk to you about short stock. That's a secret. I don't know why, but it is. And even congressional hearings don't seem to change a damn thing. You kind of wonder if GameStop was messed with. You remember when it was $346 a share and went to $171 in 15 minutes with 5 trading halts, and then it came back to $280 and it went back down again? Do you think that maybe, possibly, somehow there could have been some kind of a connection between a number of hedge funds who were long puts and then just drove the market to the ground? I want to know how is that investigation coming along at the SEC, to the internal investigation? You know, the one that's the secret investigation, the one we don't obviously hear about. That kind of investigation that is looking into these kind of stock manipulation situations. I wonder how that's coming along. Oh, wait a minute, I don't think there is one. Oh, that's odd. Why wouldn't there be an investigation by the SEC into stock manipulation on a stock like GameStop that just goes along and then just pew, drops like a knife off a counter again and again and again and again? And you correlate the activity of put contract trading with the correlation to the stock falling off the face of the earth by 8, 10, 12% in no time. One would think somehow you'd put 1 and 1 together and come up with 2. But nope, nothing ever happens over at the SEC. No one ever investigates it. No one at the New York Stock Exchange that I know of is investigating it. No one at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange that I know of is investigating it. I don't think anyone's investigating it, because why? Why would that be? Would it be because serious size hedge fund operators and their affiliates and their pals fund super PACs, big political donation machines that fund senatorial and congressional candidates who are on the banking committee, investment committee, that make rules regarding how hedge funds operate and how investment funds operate? And maybe there's a correlation between that and the rules as to how you can trade stock and short stock and get away with the manipulation without anyone investigating it. I don't want to talk too loudly because I don't want a black sedan showing up at my door with some guy saying, "You better come with me right now." I better be careful with that. Anyway, it's just me speculating. I'm just a guy in Canada, just wondering, why is it that happens from time to time? Is it funny or funny? Ha ha. Ha. Funny or funny? Ha ha. I don't think it's funny. Ha ha. It's not like a comedy. It's more like funny, but not funny. Ha ha. Just me. I'm just an old guy, though. What do I know? I'm out of touch. This is the new world. This is the new economy. We're supposed to allow billionaires to hedge fund their way to profits. We're supposed to just go with it. We're supposed to believe in freedom of people to be able to do these kinds of things, because it's freedom. That's what it's in the Constitution. The forefathers knew that the George Soros of the world should be allowed the freedom to do whatever the heck they want, because they have enough money to buy a politician 20 times over. So why don't we just buy the banking committee and change the SEC to our liking? I guess that's in the Constitution. I just never found the clause that I could read. But that fine print, after a while, you get so bored reading this stuff. You just kind of go, "Oh, I don't want to read it anymore. Just tell me what's going on." Maybe that's what it is. Anyway, GameStop this morning has been as low as $170.47. It is now $172.87. So it's $2.40 off its low of the day, which you wonder, was that a manufactured low this morning? Did someone buy some put contracts late last night when the stock hit 182? Were people loading up on puts to now sell the puts at 170 first thing this morning? It's a $12 move. I would think some puts would have moved $4, $5, $6 a piece. If I had 1,000 puts that moved $5 a piece, I think I just made $500,000. I'm motivated. It's just me. I mean, what do I know? What do I know? 173.26 is where the stock is at. It seems to be coming back a little bit right now. AMC at 14.52. AMC 14.52 right now, up 57 cents. This seems to be around the high range right now on 34 million shares. Can AMC take a shot on the open market rather than just on the thinly traded aftermarket? Can it happen? Will it run into any of the 500 million shares held by investors who are all sitting there going, wow, at $14.50 or $15, almost all of us are up on this thing. Not everybody, but maybe 85% of us are ahead on this deal. Do we buy more or do we take a profit here? 14.37 as I speak to you. I don't know. IPOE is over 16 again at 16.08. It's at its high of the day right now, 16.08, 16.10 on 280,000 traded. This stock is $10 low, too low. Should be 26 now. So any of you who haven't got it, don't look at 16.06 and go, oh, that's expensive. I shouldn't buy it at this price. No, this is a confirmation that it's starting to break out. Get your butt in there. Get it now. If you like the SoFi deal, buy this thing. Buy options, whatever you got to do. Go long, get in there. Now's the time. Gores Holdings, 11.08, down 7 cents. VGAC, 9.98, up a penny today on 100,000. We now have the annual meeting date set and locked. What's good to know. And FAII at 9.96, up a penny on 3,200 volume. Talk about being on, or 3,700 volume. Talk about being ignored completely. This stock is not being watched by anybody. FAII could be the sleeper of sleepers. It's 9.96 a share. They're doing their deal. I've heard that they are worth over 14 a share upon merger already, and that was months ago. I already heard this. There are analysts already calling this a $14 stock. It's at 9.96. What can I tell you? There's upside from here, but we're going to have to wait it out. IPOE 1 is now at $16.17, up 69 cents, 305,000 shares. So that's moving up. I hope you guys are getting richer. GameStop now 172.84. A couple of dollars over its low trade for the morning. We'll see how that reacts. AMC now 14.14, up 19 cents on a volume of 38 million shares. That's where AMC is right now as we speak to you here live on Stock Markets with Bruce. Uncle Bruce here talking plain English about the markets. The Dow is up 32 points. Anemic. S&P up 91.91. Nothing much going on there. And NASDAQ up 38 points. So we've got a very calm, nothing much order starter here to the day. It is what it is. The oil market down 22 cents a barrel. I heard this morning that it touched $70 a barrel overnight. I don't know why. I don't know why oil needs to reach $70 a barrel. There is more of it than we can deal with. We have backups everywhere on how much oil is sloshing around out there. I do not understand why oil needs to be a higher price. I'm not even sure why it's even $50 a barrel. Mid 40s to mid 50s could be really its justification price. But it's at 65, 66. Saudis are happy, I guess. American producers hopefully are happy. Hopefully some of the Canadian producers are happy. But I don't know, man. This is overpriced for a commodity that we're drowning in. I mean, drowning in. How are we doing for thumbs up? We have only 775 thumbs ups here, and Yoko Ono wants to come out. I know. I told you that if we didn't have 1,000 thumbs ups by the opening, you could come out. But I wanted to get the opening done, and I wanted to give everybody a chance to join us because I know there are about 2,000 people here right now. And there are 798 thumbs up. So you got to give these 200 people a chance to throw a thumbs up this way before we let you out here, because I believe in these people, and I think they believe in making money. And I think it's more important that they get their thumbs ups in than we have you start singing. Although I admit, if we can't hit 1,000 thumbs up, I mean, we can't even get 1,000 thumbs ups with over 2,000 people in here. You should be coming out here to sing that Beer Barrel Polka 25-minute medley as sung by Yoko Ono. Guys, I'm asking you, Do you want to hear Yoko Ono for 25 minutes on this channel or not? We're at 899 thumbs ups. I know you're coming in as hard as you can, and I really appreciate it. Please give us another 100 thumbs ups right now. Let's just tell Yoko thanks, but no thanks. We're at 937 now. What's that? I know you're warming up. Kind of do it with the door closed. Just 949. Yoko, we may not need you. What's that? I know. She's dying to come out. 955 thumbs ups, guys. Thank you. 969. Yoko, I think we might be okay. Just give me another second. 977. I need 23 more thumbs ups, and we'll have our 1,000. YouTube will promote this channel to a whole bunch of new people, and they'll follow all these stories we're following, and maybe our shares will go higher. 984. Yoko, you might be okay. 5 to go. 995. Sorry, Yoko. I think we've got 1,000 right now. 999. No. Close the door. I mean it. Just we'll get 1,000. Sorry, Yoko. Not this time. No. Maybe in the afternoon show. Right now we have 1,000 thumbs ups. Our viewers have come through. I just want to say thank you so much for giving me 1,000 thumbs ups and keeping her away from us. I tell you, I can't control it. It's just one of those things. I made a promise. I said, listen, if we can't do 1,000 thumbs ups in the first hour or so of the show, maybe you should come out and help drive ratings and get more people to join us. Because I'm sure there's an army of Yoko Ono fans out there who want to know about the stock market and listen to Yoko sing at the same time in background. But I think there are more of you who don't want that. And I thank you for showing your power this morning by hitting that thumbs up button and keeping her away, because boy, there's only so much I can take. I'm sure you the same. Thank you, everybody, so much for this. I appreciate it. Oh, my gosh. It's just incredible. Is it true that Citadel are starting to buy GameStop and AMC? I have no idea. I would not know. I don't know if they need to buy the stocks to make anything happen to those stocks. I don't know if we need Citadel's help. Citadel is a clearing entity. I don't know why they'd be a buyer of the stock. They're probably buying on behalf of clients. I can see that, buying and selling, because that's what they do. They're like a clearing firm. We're at 170.22 on GameStop, by the way, which is the low of the day. We hit 169.44 just briefly. So we just got another sell wave coming through here. But something tells me this isn't going to last. I have a feeling that GameStop will pop back to 180 today. I just don't think it's over. I think this is a little attack, a little short attack that is going to run its course. And I think the fans of GameStop are going to buy this thing up, and they're gonna move it higher. It's at 926,000 shares traded, so we're almost approaching 1 million shares in 18 minutes. No. This is not enough damage from only 1 million shares. 1626 on IPOE, the SoFi deal. 1626 now. That's the high of the day at 400,000 shares, up 78 cents. So guys, if you're into IPOE and you've been getting into it the last couple of days, you've been listening to me, you're getting your reward now, and it's only the beginning. We're only just starting here. GameStop 170.95. This is a dip. You may want to take advantage of this dip. It might be it. We'll see. AMC 14.10. Unfortunately, only up 15 cents now. That's all we got right now. We'll do what we can. Is Yoko in the area? We must stave off Yoko and her hunger. Yoko fans, keep your thumbs to yourself. No, Yoko, no. Oh, help Bruce out with the thumbs ups. We don't want that. We're laughing. Okay, Yoko, no. Oh my gosh, let's go. 1,000 thumbs ups. I can't take any more of this. Bruce is a ventriloquist. Incredible. If GameStop breaks 250, you can sing all day. All I'll do is smile. Oh my gosh. Be less interesting, Bruce. Oh, no. Uncle Bruce can have a no bagel when he starts his franchise, to avoid any TM issues. When I was a young boy in Bulgaria, let me tell you what happened there. Props to all, especially Olivia. Oh man, bad streams are gonna take on the IT with Yoko's moniker someday. I don't know. Oh my gosh. I have so much fun with you guys. Too much fun here. Oh my gosh. Thank you all. Ashley saying 500,000 volume on GameStop. Sitting well. Yes, Uncle Bruce did so. Reuters headline: investment firms took positions on stocks hit by Archegos implosion, including GameStop. Nikki, that article was hilarious. Believe me, Ryan Cohen is not going to forget this. We investigated ourselves and found no wrongdoing. Everything's fine. There's nothing wrong here. We checked ourselves out, and we're fine. Everything's fine. There's nothing wrong here. Everything's great. We're all making money. All our clients are making money. All of our clients are multimillionaires. We're all making money. We're fine. We're okay. Just go somewhere else. Stop bothering us. This is how you keep Yoko at bay, Uncle Bruce. Good stuff. 27 million on AMC. I'm hoping this is a pivotal time in history and that this will change. I want Mr. Soros to have some sorrows with regard to GameStop. Well, if you can convince 10 million followers of AMC of Wall Street Bets, I should say. Get 10 million followers of Wall Street Bets and 10 million other followers from Reddit just to buy 10 shares of GameStop each. Soros will be upside down billions of dollars because the stock will be at $2,500 a share. You can maybe bring him into the middle class. Maybe you can bring him down to the middle class. There's a way. Owen Hester, I agree. Laughing out loud. I saw that sitting below. The article was glorious. Could it be Satan? The SEC is a joke. Tarboy is more than Tiffany. Oh, is this politics now? Oh, no. Okay, everybody, start drinking. Whisper to us, you, Daddy. Whisper. Get up close, Bruce. We're all in on it. That day was a classic pump and dump. Whisper, Uncle Bruce. Whisper, damn it. Laugh out loud, Black Sedan. I got your back, buddy. Helicopters on your roof. 1, 3, 2, 1. Trey's about to throw another $35K on AMC to make that a total of 80,000. Truly insane. Trey, more power to Trey. Trey works hard. I like Trey. He works hard. He really does. And he's all in, man. He believes, and it's okay. It's all good. No problem. Trey's okay in my books. Kayla, Lance, I don't know what that means. Rabbit, politics is non-existent. It's not an important factor in life. All right, here you go. Uncle Bruce being silly. Everyone knows that the Gov is honest. There is so much corruption in U.S. politics. It's hard to pinpoint and reach into why things don't work in the USA, like the SEC. Bruce would go John Wick on the guys in the black van. Oh, okay. Mark, laugh out loud. Bruce taking into a black sedan. Yes, where did Uncle Bruce go? He went for a ride. Where? We're not sure, but we're just 3 miles north of the U.S. border, and we saw a black sedan heading that direction. So, maybe he's going for a little ride into Idaho. More like, mwahaha, can we ever win? Now, hold on a gosh darn minute, Samus asks. Are you suggesting that my U.S. representatives and officials are corrupted by moneyed interests? No, that cannot be. Dan Hammer, it's as funny as someone having a heart attack. Logan, Bruce just hit us with the way BlackRock gonna own the world. Laugh out loud. Edward, the SEC is too busy investigating how retail investors are keeping GameStop from going bankrupt, like the hedge funds planned. Exactly. Those are the people you investigate. You investigate those small little retail investors who have the audacity, the gall, the hope, the wishes, the dreams, the desires to make a buck and survive. How dare they think they can make it in this world? They should be bowing in the feet of the hedge fund saying, thank you so much. May I have another? Thank you, sir. May I have another? Oh, how dare you try to make money in yourself. Believe in Santa Claus, says Lance. Best bet. How about a silver coup? Preach it, buddy. Rebound, methinks. Lead coup. Bullets are cheaper than buying politicians. Hit that like button. Good morning, Uncle B and Bagel Team. GME bouncing off that WAP, baby. We're at 172.09 right now on GameStop. The low of the day, 169.44. So we're, $2.70 off the low, but not enough yet to convince me. Are we through it? Although this is dip country, 171, 170. Good price to pick this up, perhaps. We'll see. AMC 14.14 up 19 cents. IPOE 16.33 up 85 cents on the day. It's going to go much, much higher. Look for a double or a triple on this stock in the next 3 months. You can make money here. I'm telling you, that's exactly what they did, Uncle Bruce. Let's see. They just tried to hammer AMC and got crushed. Dropped it down to 1380s and it ran back to 1450s in minutes. Way to go, Max Lance. AMC will not be contained. Hold. AMC is going to the micro vision. Love the hand movement today, Bruce. Let's go. Never knew what it meant to stop. I'm an intricate ingrate coming for Hedgie's money. Just got 100 more shares of IPOE. Liberate me. IPOE 17. Let's go. What's up with CPE? I don't know. Sitting Bull, I want the same thing. When is that FAII merger? The meeting for FAII is on June the 15th. So we could be trading on the 22nd of June on the exchange with the new company. 1645 on IPOE. Volume now on that stock, 533,000. GameStop, 171.65. Sitting right there, 165.44. 171.65 roughly. 14.16 on AMC. 14.12 on AMC, up 17 cents. Everyone like Ryan Cohen's tweet from his grandma. I don't like you, but I love you. Smokey Robinson's version has I want to split now. Sitting Bull, hold me. Spillair TV, Sony, Home Depot, and Intel. I get richer there. Thanks, Bruce, for the 2 stocks. I know, thanks to this community. VIXI, IPOE, money. Wally's World, Rocket Man, Elton John said that about his own mom on CBS this morning in 2018. Sitting Bull, word for word. Thanks, Amicus. Anton, Diamonds, we want a Yoko encore. Yoko! I heard Shinadel hired Elton to sing Sorry. I need a little Yoko in my life. Sitting Bull, Wally's World, very cool. Very cool. I saw someone mention that on StockWits. Maybe you, but now I get it. Rocket Man. There you go. 1641 on IPOE, 171.20 on GameStop, 1408, 1410 on AMC. Geo, the year was 1778. How I wish I was a Sherbrooke now. A letter of marque came from the king to the scummiest vessel I've ever seen. There you go. Yoko. Just kidding. I want her to hear Yoko. I'm here for the Yoko. Don't disappoint me, friends. Hands in your pockets, please. Domingo, we want Yoko. So funny. I love this. A beautiful mind he is. Thumbs, I'm not awake enough for this. Laugh out loud. I'm never going to be awake enough. 1,000 thumbs up, Bruce. Stop with the Yoko. Laughing out loud. Uncle Bruce, oil will be $185 by the end of 2022. They will run it up just like they're running GameStop down. You probably think I'm crazy, but you just watch. Thomas, Confucius say, man with hand in pocket feel cocky all day. Ooh, the Yoko strong arm. Tori, Uncle Bruce, it's automatic reflex for me to hit the thumbs ups right after I sign on to your YouTube channel every time. Thank you, everybody. Those of you watching on the rerun, do me a favor. If you're watching this on rerun, hit the thumbs up button now. Hit it. Get this thing to 2,000 because every time we get more thumbs ups on this channel, we get recommended by the YouTube analytics to other people, and that's what we need. We need to be promoted by YouTube, and I thank you all for hitting that thumbs up button for us. 1646 on IPOE, up 98 cents today. 171.64 on GameStop. AMC 1412, up 17 cents. Scores Holdings up a nickel at 11.20. VGAC up a penny to 9.98. Vector up to 10.05. FAII up 3 cents to 9.98. Inching higher. Oh my God, the price we have to pay. No Yoko. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Close talk with Jack, Uncle Bruce, Andy, Jack Handy. That's right. Press 1 if you like the Yoko. Press 2 for why the face. KC, this is comedy gold. Keep Yoko in her cage. I accidentally undid my thumbs ups at a crucial moment. Thankfully, I noticed and I re-upped you. 45 million traded on AMC. Yay, Uncle Bruce. Let's go to 2,000 likes. Don't unleash the Yoko, please. Gold, Jerry. Gold. Agreed. Yoko emoji in the works. Please say yes. If Citadel gets in trouble, they can't. They just buy AMC. Joe, what do I press for an extra long musical set for Yoko? What do I do? GameStop down to 10.58. Free Tony, not Yoko. What would be the appropriate? I don't know. IPOE July call at 20, Bruce. IPOE July. No calls less than a year. Don't be holding any calls that expire this year. You got to be holding calls into January and beyond. Nothing sooner. 1646 up 99 cents on IPOE. It's up a buck, just about a buck. 172.39 on GameStop now, coming on again from the low of 169.44. So the stock is almost $3 off its low of the day on the GameStop shares. It's interesting. All right, let's move on. Tony Hurd, AMC is not the only company they shorted. Appropriate use for a Yoko emoji. I'm so into IPOE. I like the IPOE. I might just IPO. I might ask IPOE out on a date. Olivia's in the house. How you doing, Olivia? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the show. I appreciate everything you do for me. I love it that game Mass Effect, which GameStop just announced, the legendary 1, 2, and 3 with updated visuals, has as its final enemy with muskets defeated Citadel. All right, Thomas. You know, how do we know you're a better singer than Yoko? How do we know that? Well, I don't know what to say. Khalib, hey, Uncle Bruce, you read anything about the fake hedge fund Glacial Capital and their short position on GameStop? I'm reading all kinds of stuff. Bruce, you're the best. Oh, thank you. Bill, I'll sing with you. We can sing Yoko's greatest hits in harmony. Ashley, I'm back on the phone with Fidelity, week 2 of trying to transfer my account to the hood. In the hood. Ashley, do you think they are trading back and forth between each other? I don't know. It's possible, but I don't know. I don't know how you can really. I'm not sure. 169.60 on GameStop, getting hit right now. It is getting hit right now. It just dropped $3 in a minute. Gee, I wonder if this is natural or programmed. Do you think it's possibly programmed trading? Do you think there's an attack going on GameStop right now? Do you think someone is trying to take it down on purpose? Those of you out there who've been writing call contracts on GameStop, I want to say, way to go. If you're writing call contracts, 180s, 190s, you're writing 200s, 210s. Some of you are smart enough to write 220s, 230s, 240s. You're writing call contracts on GameStop and you're taking in all this dough. If you see these dips like this, some of you might have a trading opportunity to buy back your calls for a nice little profit. You just have to watch this stock and see what's going on. Take the money and pick up stock on the dips and go from there. But in any event, enjoy the show. Let them play the games all they want. Be paid to do what you do. If you're a holder of these shares, like AMC, it's now at $14. If this thing was, when it was trading at $14.50, if you were writing $16 calls, you're a happy camper right now, because those calls are dropping in value dramatically, and it's all your money. It's all your dough. Look for a dip and buy more stock. Make even more cash. Way to go, you guys. All of you out there following my advice. I think there's ways to make money in this market, even when this stock just fluctuates along here. There's ways. All of you, way to go. The Dow down 111 points. Like I say, it was an anemic opening. It was anemic. And the S&P down 8, NASDAQ up 42. Now the Dow is down 107 points. It is at its all-time high, though. I mean, it's right up there at the all-time high. So, I mean, come on, you got to be reasonable. It will have a few drips here and there, but what are you going to do? 1638 on IPOE, up 90 cents. 168.35 on GameStop at the low of the day right now, down 11.85. AMC 1393, down 2 cents on the day. Could not reach $15 this morning on the New York Stock Exchange. It reached $14.55, 55 million traded, and it is now in negative territory, unfortunately. AMC, people have to ask themselves, why am I buying at the high of this stock within 70% of its all-time high? That's equal to $385 a share on GameStop. Why am I doing this? And right now, the market is going, I don't know. It's at $13.96, up a penny right now. 168.55 on GameStop. The low of the day, 168.27. So we're right here. We're at the low of the day right now, within a quarter. Dip, buy opportunities, could well be. Let's see what happens. If you've got a contract expiring this Friday, and you wrote them at 180, 185, 190, you might be looking at an opportunity here on this dip to score a little deal on your contract where you buy your contracts back, sit on the sidelines for a few hours, stock comes to 175, 180 again, write those calls again, maybe a little higher. Might be some opportunities. Keep an eye on these stocks. There are opportunities here to make money. I love Uncle Bruce's special video on Yoko outtakes and the duet of Yoko with Roseanne Barr. I didn't make that video. It was made by a friend of ours who's here. I think it's JC. And again, thank you, JC, for that. I allowed him to, I did not protest that he used all of my copyrighted material. It's okay. He did use other people's copyrighted material, which you're referring to, but he is not monetizing that video, so it's cool. I'm all good with that. I got a real kick out of it. I thought it was hilarious. I just laughed and I laughed and I laughed. We're having a good time here. I hope you're enjoying it. Sitting Bull, Khalib, Jordan, sure was a slow melt. That sure was a slow melt. Tori, what is the mean reversion opportunity? I don't know. I actually was a young boy in Bulgaria. It was rather nice. Visit us someday, Bruce. We've got some awesome getaway spots, beautiful towns and nature. Oh, thumbs ups. Ryan, a blueberry bagel with Bruce on the beach. Aaron, politics infiltrates every aspect of our lives. The idea that it shouldn't be openly discussed is ludicrous. John, Bruce, you see, Meet Kevin has announced he's running for governor of California. You know, I like Meet Kevin. I really do. I like him. A young guy, successful, hardworking, got a great channel. He's got a good business model he's working on. I mean, just great. Whatever this is, way to go, I guess. I'm just hopeful that he, keeps going along. But unless he's got hundreds of millions of dollars of backing from super PACs, then this is a stunt. But you know what? This could be good for his ratings, good for his views. Way to go, I guess. But it's cool. If he would like to be on my channel sometime to state his political objectives for being governor of California, he's more than welcome to come on here as a guest. Love to have him. I wouldn't mind being a guest on his channel sometime. We can talk stock. But hey, whatever it is, 170.67 on GameStop. It's inching up a little bit right now from the low of the day, which was 168.27. So we're now up $1.60 again from the low. But we got to get about a $5 run here to really break out of this pattern. Because right now, I get the impression that there are hedge funds who are sitting on the sidelines. They let the stock recover a little bit, and then they hit it again. And they let it recover a little bit, and then they hit it again. They are trying to break the back and the spirit of GameStop shareholders by monkeying around with the stock. And what can I say? $13.90 on AMC, down a nickel. It's not having a good day now either. It's down now 13 cents. So it's under pressure. What are you going to do? $16.30 on IPOE, up 82 cents, holding quite nicely. The Dow down 81, recovering a little bit. S&P down 6, and NASDAQ up 42. It's mixed. All right, which beach? As long as as it's a black Tesla, at least, so they let Uncle Bruce take a test drive. There you go. Yeah, if a black sedan shows up to take Bruce down to the border because they want to have a chat with him, the SEC guy, at least pick me up in a Tesla. I've never been in one. I'd like to have, at least I haven't driven in one. Bill, off to see the spine specialist today about 2 p.m. Crossing fingers. Bill, good luck to you on that. My broker was actually honest with me when I first started getting into GameStop. He told me I would be better served, fees and time, using one of the trading platforms. Very interesting. Kayla, IPOE's on the move. Bruce, yay up. Bill, good luck, buddy. I want Subway to make a deal with Trey for a new sandwich, the Trey. Kayla. Mine got irritated, laughed out, and see this group of people on Reddit. Vic, seems like the SEC has begun looking into the wrong industry lately. Been nice if they spend a little time on the stock market. Bruce, they need the money from retailers, but just to suck it up for them. The Trey needs a sandwich in his name. Just snagged an IPO call with a January 2022 expiry date and a $17 break even. Let's go SoFi right on $16.39, up 91 cents on IPOE. GameStop 170.01, just holding around, sticking around 170. AMC 13.74, down 21 cents on the day now. Gore's holding up a penny. VGAC unchanged. Our friends at Fortress Value up 3 cents to 9.98 is where we are right now. Manic Vectors, ASMH up $1.72. Home Depot down $1.13. IBM down $1.48. The Dow down 61. Microsoft down 7 cents. Apple up 18 cents. Tesla up 61 cents. Bed Bath & Beyond up 34 cents. BlackBerry up 20 cents. You get an impression here? You get a pattern? Nothing going on. There's nothing going on all those stocks right now. It's just quiet times. But GameStop is being messed with, down 10.54 right now at 170.06. AMC getting messed with, 13.79, down 16 cents. Social Capital messing the other way around, going up 89 cents to 16.40, up 92 now to 16.40 right at this moment. Interesting. Sitting Bull, they have trays of food already. This Yoko Ono stuff is hilarious. Reminds me of a Gordon Lightfoot parody the radio used to play in the morning. Could call it serving platter. Let's see. HD is doing interesting right now. A classic scene, Uncle Bruce. Oliver, please, sir, may I have another? IPOE gets less good. You really got a hold on me. Aaron Pauling, yes, eat fresh. Well, if you don't count highly processed meat with a 3-year shelf life, fresh, well, okay, it's still there from time to time. Kayla, I closed my account laughing out loud. Anti-PC, good one. I like my yoke as runny. Uncle Bruce heard a bunch of stock markets with Bruce degenerates crashed TWB last night. Well, there was a gang of these stock markets with Bruce people that went over to the TWB show at 8 o'clock last night. We actually had a pretty good time. That was a lot of laughs last night, and the TWB gang do enjoy visits from the stock markets with Bruce gang as well. 171.16 171.16 on GameStop. Could it be that it has reached its bottom and is being picked off now by bargain hunters? And is it starting to come up the other side? We're going to find out. It's going to be interesting. My favorite, Yoko rhymes with Yoko. Onus with Yoko. Enough, says Troy. Sarah, thank you, Sarah, for your donation. Can you tell more about GameStop shareholders voting? That will happen on June the 9th. Shareholders vote. The votes are already being tabulated because people were receiving their proxies, shareholder proxies. And we're going to find out how the votes go. We may find out interesting information like how many shares were voted. That's going to be interesting information. I'd like to hear about that. How many shares were actually voted on the GameStop motions for shareholders to consider? Considering there's only 73 million shares actually out there, be kind of curious to see if 150 million shares of votes come through. We'll find out all about that soon too. Kayla, Visceral Records, my $10 strike IPOE contract expiring in January 22 is now fully in the money. How about that? IPOE 16.43 now, up 95 cents a share. GameStop 175.42 coming on yet again. AMC 13.91 down 4 cents. Punch the like button full force. Punch your monitor off the desk. Damn it, Jim! I'll be able to eat at the Waffle House real soon, and not just go there for a good music in the jukebox. Right on. John Van Yoko rhymes with Yoko. Uncle, this article on the street. Can you translate it into plain English with IPOE shareholders voting on the SoFi deal on the 28th? Today's missed Clove numbers should have SPAC investors very wary. No, whatever happens with Clove or any other former SPACs is not a reflection of SPACs. It's just a reflection of the Clove deal. That's all it is. The SoFi deal, the word on the street is that the SoFi deal is a $27 book value deal upon merger. SoFi in IPOE is a $27 book value deal. It's now $16.56, up $1.08 a share. Why are you holding AMC when you can hold this? That's what I'm asking. Ashley, watching trading charts in February on different meme stocks, Wall Street bets liked all traded like synchronized dancing. John, what company is merging with FAII? FAII is being merged with, hold on, I got it right here. It's going to become ATI Physical Therapy Centers. ATI Physical Therapy Centers, that is who is going to merge with FAII. Now, they own, I believe, and operate 860 locations right now, from what I understand. Let's see, here we are. Yeah, 860 locations in the US, and they're expanding to 910. That's another 50. But what I think is going to happen is once their merger is done and the money transfers over, and we start trading as this company, the entity is going to start to acquire, my hunch, other regional operators of physical therapy centers. And they'll just gobble up these guys, gobble up these guys, gobble up these guys. Jennifer's here. She's alive and well. And they're going to expand their network of physical therapy centers more and more and more. So that's where I think this is going. This is where I think we're headed. And I think it's going to be a good deal. Let's see. Is IPOE still a deal at 17? Yes, it is. IPOE is going to be $27 book value right off listing, and then they're going to promote it from there. This is cheap. 16.58 up $1.10 is still cheap. GameStop 171.61 going higher. AMC 13.86 down 9.6. Oasis, my GVI and IPOE finally turning green again. Yes, Gore's holding up 4 cents to 11.19. VGAC unchanged at 9.97. No calls this year. JFC will be on the man's tombstone. You should do a Yoko gig contest, Uncle Bruce. That would be hilarious. The winner gets a hit with an eco amplifier. How about that? Kayla, Auntie, good morning all, says Michael. Auntie, good luck with your specialist. David, good morning all. How you doing, David? Welcome to the show this morning. Philly Flasher, Thomas, laughing. Auntie, thumbs ups. Dave, Cruise Line's having a good start today. All up 2.5%, 3.5%. No news. God Body Jutsu. I bought IPOE calls that expire this year. I would rather you were into January's or later. I would be happier if you were there. Cruise Line's heavy volume. Splair, yeah, Sitting Bull. There is really Citadel as an enemy. And the game exists already longer. It's only now out in 4K with better physics, etc. But because I loved it, I will buy it for sure too. I have no idea what they're talking about. I don't know what they're saying. Sitting Bull, I just bought the digital. I have it on my PC. My first ever modern gaming experience awaits. I'm reading how to best approach this game. I also realized I need a controller. These are deep discussions, and I appreciate that. Let's see. No worries. I'll just keep an eye on them. If they go up, they can sell. Take your profit, not advice. Let's see. Welcome one, welcome all to the show. The channel. Jen, how are you this morning? You're alive and well, I see.
Alive and well in the cloud. You know, it's cloudy out there today.
Oh, yeah? We were expecting that, though, weren't we?
Yes. It's springtime in Camelot. It rains at night and sun shines during the day.
Yeah,
so it makes us green.
We were high 70s, low 80s the last couple of days. Now we're going to be in the 60s sort of going forward, right?
But we're almost always the high of the day in our listening area.
Yeah.
Because they give it from the piece down.
Yeah. In our part of British Columbia, we're right at the border. So obviously south of us, they don't talk about it on Canadian radio. They talk about the weather locally, and they talk about the weather in Kelowna, Penticton, Nelson, Cranbrook, other regions, including us. Yeah. And because we are at an 1,800-foot elevation level, which is one of the lower levels of this region, we're always warmer. We usually are. Yeah. So we're always reaching higher highs than other centers, but we are dropping about 10, 15 degrees Fahrenheit in the next couple of days as we get some shower activity coming through. But that's the way it is.
We'll just send it on to Alberta.
That's right. It's coming from Seattle. We're getting it, and then we're just going to send it on somewhere else. We don't want to keep it. We're just going to use it for a while. Keep
a little bit of the moisture.
Yeah. This IPOE now, 16.66, up $1.18 a share. Woohoo! Fantastic. We're excited. I'm getting my sleeve adjusted by Jen. You can't quite see that. It's just off the air. But I lift my arms up, and then this folds over and stuff.
So the black, is black just going to keep it even? What's the black going to do?
Well, it was washed. It's clean. It doesn't smell ugly. It's a logo that
the
very
green
popular.
Goes up and the red one go down. What's the black one going to do?
Driving forward, baby. No end to this. Superhero color, black.
Not in the red. In the
Right. That's what it was. Yeah, we're going higher. 16.75 on IPOE, up $1.27. Woo!
Wow.
We've been down as low as 14.50 the other day. So I got a lot of viewers here who I think have been buying options and stock, and they're up now. They're moving up, and you're going to go higher, guys. I love that. 170.41 on GameStop, down $10 today, but I don't think it's going to last down here. I think the buying's going to take it back up. AMC, though, unfortunately, down 27 cents to 13.68. It was 15.50 last night. And were the AMC people giving it to me, but good. Oh, you shouldn't even be on the air anymore. Why are you even talking to people? You don't deserve to have a channel. You don't know what you're doing. AMC's 15.50. You're an idiot. Oh, I get it all the time. What can I say? 13.67. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Up 15 on GHVI. Coors Holdings. Woohoo! 11.30. It's up. Love it. Love it. Your tea is almost done, and I'm thinking bagel time today. I'm thinking eggs.
Oh, it's
an
egg
morning with a little ketchup dipping, and
slice of cheese.
Slice of cheese. And we have a little bit of that Bavarian meatloaf.
Bavarian
Because
meatloaf.
the other stuff's gone. We got ham left though. We do have ham.
I thought we had sausage left.
I finished it.
Okay.
I ate it. I ate it. I was hungry. Yeah, I ate it.
Okay.
But whatever, like something like that would be cool. Awesome sauce. Thank you, Jennifer, for taking care of me. 169.78 on GameStop. Another run coming at it. Let's see what happens. It's been a 2 steps down, 1 step up, 2 steps down, 1 step up, 2 steps all morning. All morning. GameStop is under attack. Sooner or later, they'll run out of stock, and then we'll see what happens. But I kind of wonder if there's a correlation between put contracts and these attacks. But no one ever investigates it. Isn't that amazing how that works? Interesting. Anyway, there you go. We don't like bullies. Just bought GameStop on the dip. Yoko for governor. Let's see. That dude can be governor of California. Uncle Bruce is the mayor of Bageltown. Seoul due to the upcoming vote. Uncle Bruce called it diluted shares is what the board of directors are shooting for. Bye NCLH Norwegian. Troy reached it after hours. 169 on the dip. 170.53 right now. What's up with what up? Love those cheap tendies. The Sky bagel tendy sandwich. Aaron, Xbox or PS Station 5. My son is building a huge high-end gaming desktop, but I settled for a late model. All AMD, HP Pavilion. I love the large display, no DVD player, all going digital, under pressure. Okay, transfer attempt out of the hood. Number 3 initiated. Don't know if it's been said, but RC Twitter quote is first line of "You really got a hold on me." John, I'd vote for anyone other than Gavin Newsom or Bruce Jenner. Visceral, H Fund stealing our move. Laugh out loud, monkeying around. That's retail shtick. Aaron, a City Bull, neither I actually want to buy one of the standalone systems and have several thousand games built in and doesn't need the internet to work. Okay, trade needs a beer. Bill, new super caffeine drink coming out, 10,000 grams of caffeine. It's called The Tray. Oh my God. I love the Trey. Trey's okay with me. Trey's a good guy. Aaron, who would give away all of their content like that? Answer, I think no one. Content is king. There you go. Hey, added another 75 IPOE. Could it be naked? And is anyone reading the news about SEC investigating SEC for watching porn at work? Maybe it'd be a good idea to post stuff about short sellers on these sites. Let's see. TWB was fun last night. Thanks, Uncle Bruce. Thanks to the TWB crew. To the moon. Geo, thank you for the donation, Geo. If GameStop gets to 420, I'm buying Uncle Bruce some bagels and poutine. You might think it's goofy, but the man in the moon is a newfie. Okay. Pressure pushing down on me. I love that song, Pressure by Queen. But the version I love the most is on YouTube. David Bowie live, the Freddie Mercury tribute concert with Annie Lennox. You ever watch that video? Check it out. David Bowie, Annie Lennox, Pressure, live at Wembley. That is cool stuff. That is a great video, and that is years ago now. Troy, today's prediction for closing price on GameStop, I think 202. How about that? 202 a share. How about that? 13.69 on AMC, down 26 cents. 170.95 on GameStop now. And IPOE 16.84, up $1.35, pushing down on you. I want to break 200 so bad. Me too. That's all I care about. Not financial advice. Me too, Olivia. What do you think about IPOE talks to acquire Equinox? I'm not worried about that. I'm blown away by all the negative coverage on SPACs. I'm loving these. I already did all those things, Aaron. Now I want GameStop to pop. ATI physical therapy centers. Reddit fans say AMC is going to squeeze at 100,000. So I bought one share just in case. Slayer, they make you a medical massage. Hope that's the right word. Troy, oops, they're out of money. Dip is going up. Nice. My daughter works at ATI, says Troy. Interesting. Yoko is misunderstood. Sure, I bought 10 just in case. Olivia, this is the longest game of the starring contest you've ever experienced. Zen is the way. Stream crash. I knew a guy named Clive that fell in love with a girl named Clove. No, not really. Went outside for a smoke, came back in like, who's talking inside my house? Yeah, unfortunately, I can't maintain Zen 24/7, so I'm going to let myself get hyped occasionally. Forget the Yoko stuff. I'm totally happy to see, if I see 190 today, even happier with 200 tomorrow, 210 on Wednesday. Okay. Troy Hurd, me, M-E. Excuse my trash spelling. I'm too lazy to fix this. Was just Uncle Bruce that I left playing clearly. Wake and bake successful. Not sure what this stuff means. All right, chill out, our Aaron. Nothing matters until $1 million a share. We just need 2 Wednesdays. Let's go. Let's see what is happening. Hi, Jen, from everybody. Hello, Jen. Welcome, Jen. Everyone's happy to hear Jen is here. Morning, 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 Jen. Hello, Jen. Good morning, Auntie Jen. Bruce, how was your Twitter? And yes, deep discussions. The cruise lines will be awesome and fancy crazy. How was your Twitter? I don't know what that means. Good morning, Jen. Cold front coming in here too, says Lance. Jen, good morning. Any update on the THC beers? Cameron Jerry is a new member. Cameron, welcome to the gang. Welcome to the channel as a new member. Love to have you here. Every time we have new members, people welcome them in. 171.92, 171.33 on GameStop as it's jumping around. 16.86 on IPOE, up $1.38. 16.90, up $1.42. This is approaching the high of the day on IPOE. We're heading for $17. 1.25 million traded. It's looking very good today. AMC 13.83, a little bounce back. Dropped to a 13.57. It's now 13.84, down 11 cents on 70 million shares traded. 70 million, and it's down 11 on the day. Good morning, Jen. Hope you slept well tonight. The beers, THC beers, you son of a gun. I mean, welcome, Cameron. IPOE is rocking. IPOE on continuing to learn. Not in knowledge is happiness, but the acquisition of knowledge in forever knowing we are forever blessed. But to know all, we're the curse of a friend. Okay. The CBD beers, wine are fun. Never had THC alcohol before. Wow, I didn't know that was even a thing. I love black. Morning, Jen. Sitting Bull. Kayla. I was offered $10 a share for my IPO this morning through my brokerage. Perhaps you could decline the offer. You're the man, Uncle Bruce, the man in black. I have IPOE envy. That SPAC, so they offer you the last second chance to get up before the merger. That's normal, man in black. I'll get the info. Friends doing wines out of their vineyard. How generous of them, dripping and dipping, laughing out loud. Sweet, Olivia. What person in the right mind would take an offer of $6 below the market, make it $7, $16.92 now, almost $7 below the market? I suspect we'll be hanging on to those shares for a while. And I'm just telling you what the standard is for SPACs. All 55 of them. Bagel, Mayor, Bruce. Let's get this back above 180. No one is selling here. Olivia, I guess it just makes 0 cents, lost dollars. We are now at 172.36. We are moving higher on GameStop. 172.36. We got as low as 168.27. So we've gained $4 from the low. We're at the highest level now in an hour. We might be breaking up here on the upside on GameStop. We might be through the little bit of shenanigan playing going on here. We're going to see what happens. Bruce, you need a bagel with the herbs, pesto sauce. It's green, good for uptrend. Olivia, if you don't think the company was going to do well post-merger, you probably want to sell. I don't know. Never been involved in the SPACs until IPO until last week. It was 100% GameStop. SPACs are kind of weird. Lance, the CBD wine combo seemed more reasonable to me. The THC beer combo was a blackout rolling brownout country. Olivia, at below market. Oh, laugh a lot. I guess some things I don't understand. Continuing on with this thing. Newsom needs to go. Where to buy CBD wine? Yep, THC beer sounds like a lot. Let's see. I bet it's more than set away for the SPACs trading below 10 pre-merger, but I could be wrong. Actually, on the other side of the room, beyond the soundproof walls, Auntie Jen steps into that room and yells, "Give me another UB special." The shorter cook says, yeah, I hear you. It's 4:22 a.m. in Hawaii, and I still made it. Nathan, welcome to the show from beautiful Hawaii. Nice to have you here. We are rolling here, 1708 on IPOE, up $1.60 now for the day. GameStop, 172.60, going higher. AMC 13.76, down 19 cents right now. Gore's Holding going higher, 11.44, up 29 cents, recovering the loss from yesterday. VGAC up a penny at 9.98. VACQ up a nickel. NAV Side Holdings up a penny. Seaboard up a penny. Fortress Value up 3 cents. VanEck up 250. Dow down 59 points. S&P up 2. NASDAQ up $12.93. We got a recovery going on the market right now. My June 18th $15 IPOE calls are very happy today. Oh, they should be very happy today. Swear TV. Ooh, Google. Sitting Bull, there are standalone systems that have several thousand 80s and 90s and even early 2000 games on them built in. If you can get them old emulators, get most of those games for free. Welcome, Nathan. Welcome. Let's see what's going on. That's why as SEC PCs can't watch fast enough what happens to GameStop. Let's see. Hey, Uncle Bruce, when do you think one should sell an IPOE call contract at 10 and 15 expiring 01/22? You're not selling until after the merger's done. You're going to let that merger go through. You're going to let the stock go to $30 a share, 35, and then you might be selling. Lance, I'll get the name of the local one here at some point. I love Annie Lennox and Bowie, of course, says Auntie. If GameStop hits 420, we should chip in to get Bruce and Jenna a cruise. Spare, they're too busy doing research. Spare, now it's because their keyboards are sticky. We got several conversations going at the same time. These are not the same conversations happening at the same time. 17.15 on IPOE, up $1.67 today. 10% gain today already. 172.75 on GameStop, down 785 coming on. And oh, look what's happening here. We got some Heinz ketchup.
Napkin.
We got a new napkin. Woo!
Went for classic egg and cheese.
There it is.
No meat.
Egg and cheese. Thank you so much.
Save the meat for lunch.
Save the meat for lunch. We got our egg and cheese bagel. Love this. Thank you. Very hot. Dipping and dripping is what's going to be happening here. Good times, dripping and dipping, dripping and dipping. We love it. We love it. It's what I do. It's how I do it. These just air dry. I use them again. They'll just dry up. It's all good. Cheers, everybody.
I'm going to go feed the cat.
Oh, Uncle Jen is going to check out the cat downstairs. Make sure that little thing's all right. Let's see what's happening. Oh my gosh. Oof, that's David Bowie. Who was around for the birth of Napster? That was the best run of free content ever. Could not find an empty hard drive to fill in. Cambridge, Massachusetts. I remember those days. Livewire. Remember LimeWire up on IPOE and FAII right now. Sitting Bull. I'm not sure. I've seen some advertised though. 200, maybe 400 custom systems. Let's continue on. It was at Queen. It was at Queen Kind of Magic Tour at Wembley in '86, I think. Still incredibly memorable. Also sat 2 rows behind Paul McCartney. Wow. This is where I get made my diamond hands for not day trading. GameStop would have been a quick 1,000 flip from last night till now. You just hang in there. Napster. Yeah, Parcells Napster was fun. Bruce, have to scroll down more sometimes. Papa Gamer 07 was one of those YouTube clips out there. Let's see here. Bruce, don't you tell us that you have a Twitter account to follow? Traveling with Bruce or something like that. Yeah, I have a Traveling with Bruce Twitter account with 2 L's. Traveling with Bruce. I do have a Twitter account, and I actually post these shows onto that. But I don't do much on Twitter. I'm not a pro at that. IPOE to the moon. Let's go. 17.14 up $1.66 now on IPOE. We're going higher. We're going higher. How about that? You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Thank you, everybody. Let's go. 17. Yep, 17.18. 17.12. Finally, we're moving. Finally, open options account. Going to buy 600. Call. GameStop calls expiring tonight. IPOE with Edgar Allan Poe. Let's see. Do you remember the last time we had over 1 million in volume within the first hour? Been a while, hasn't it? It has been a while. Thank you, everybody, for hanging around here. 65 points, 69 points on the downside for the Dow. S&P up 1.9, NASDAQ up 99, and oil down 52 cents right now. That's what we got. AMC at 13.88, down 7 cents. GameStop down 6.23 at 174.37, 174. We're moving higher on the GameStop now. It's coming on. How about the weather? Let's see. IPOE 1709. Volume on IPOE now 1.5 million. GameStop volume so far 1.69 million just in the hour. AMC 72.9 million. so far on AMC. Gores Holdings 1154 up on 108,000. It's up 39 cents, a high of the day right now on Gores Holdings. VGAC 143,000 at 998. It's kind of being held in a range right now. We've got Vector up a nickel, and we've got Fortress up 2 cents to 997. They're being held in the trading range right in this moment, 997, 998. Why, I don't know, but being SPACs around the $10 mark, that's where they're at right now. There's interest in your SPACs, kids. They're going higher, and there's interest in other stocks too. Very good day today. Thank you, everybody. Alex Balix, Bobalex. I remember not too long ago when GameStop was being manipulated, and I think I had a series of heart attacks. I've learned now not to get too concerned, laugh out loud. There you go. A GameStop to the moon. IPOE's up 10%. That's right. We're moving. Members of downloading songs at 28.8K modem. Oh, my God. Yes, I remember that. Oh, no. Can't remember. Oh, that I don't want to go back to that. Those are crazy times. We're on a run here. Love you, Uncle B. Thank you, everybody. Uncle B, my thoughts on TPGY. Thank you. No time to look at the moment. LB, that comes with our tantrum spelling. I don't know what that means. IPOE 1712, 1707 right now. And Uncle B, will this VGAC and or VACQ stock split at the merger? No. I bought 50 of each thinking it would split. No, they're not going to split. They're not going to, no, Chrissy, no, they're not going to split. Just a name change. Then they're going to go much higher. Much higher. Let's see. Holy moly. She wants to take off. Let's see. GameStop 174.50, 174.86 going higher. Cheers, everybody. Let's have a bagel. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go to 180, 190 on GameStop. How about that? To the moon on GameStop, please. Thank you. Holy moly, bagel part. Yeah, we're popping on Gores. $13.98 on AMC, $11.48 on Gores, $16.85 IPOE, $174.64 on GameStop. Time for a bagel boost. Does everybody get these? Get emails from a Nigerian guy? Mitchell asks a very important question. What do you want to do with the rest of your life? What do you want to do with the rest of your life? I want to rock. Bruce's Canadian Popeye and bagels or spinach. Oh, wait, I have a dog. All you have to eat 2 bagels to start this thing. Just exchange shares for Colin. So do you think all this volume on GameStop and IMC are shorts covering? I don't know. I don't know. I just think it's increased volume, increased interest. Why don't you give me 50 million shares of volume a day on GameStop and then ask me that question? That might be the way to go. Ask me this question when we're trading 50 million shares a day, not 4 to 5 million shares a day. That's what I want to hear. Anyone remember those first memes like the downloadable heard it through the grapevine dancing raisins? Cool and the 415 is a new member of this channel. Welcome, Cool. I'm glad you're here. Cool hand 415, not Cool Hand. Cool Hand. Welcome, buddy. The Savior is here. Longtime Queen fan. Love Annie Lennox, David Bowie, Under Pressure. That is a video that is just so good. So good. You know which part of Popeye never rusts? The part he keeps in olive oil. Ooh, sneaky. Hey, Luke. Luke, is that you? What about for AMC? I don't know. 1696 on IPOE, up $1.48. 174.65 on GameStop. It's now down $5.95 a share. It has come back more than halfway of the low. It's at the high of the day right now on the market. This stock, GameStop is at the high of the day. This is the high of the day. We're going higher. They're looking good. AMC 1405 up a dime now. Okay. Gore Holdings 1146. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I want to rock. I want to rock. We're looking good. We have 1,200 thumbs ups, and I thank you for keeping those coming in. I appreciate them so much, everybody. Those of you watching live, thank you for the thumbs ups. Those of you who are watching on the rerun, thank you very much. Absolutely wonderful. We love you. Keep those thumbs ups coming in, man. Just nail those thumbs ups hard. Hard. I had an offer of a black, I think a black car and some plane rides from a diplomat in Dubai once. My daughter was like, do it. No. No. Way to go, Ashley. Way to go. And he did do it with Queen. And then he did it with Annie Lennox at the Freddie Mercury tribute concert. That's the one you want to watch too. You can watch both of them. But with Annie Lennox, incredible. Incredible. If you want to watch a really good video on YouTube, you watch any of the Freddie Mercury tribute concert clips that are available. They're all great. I mean, the audience is just, oh my God, at Wembley. It was just incredible. Yeah. Tie Your Mother Down, the first one. Oh my God. I love how they started that with the Slash. And oh, that was fantastic. I just loved it. Anyway, what can I say? Which one has the most potential? Bruce, thanks for everything on SPACs. Which one do you think has the most potential in the long run? Have I ever had this question before? Bruce, what are your favorite stocks? Now, which ones will go up first? Now, which ones will go up the most? Now, which ones are your favorites? I don't want to pick on you, John, but I love them all, and that's all I can tell you, my friend. That's all I can say. He said Freddie was there. Ona, Kentucky, I don't know what this means. Beautiful state. Finally got the Webull working, and they approved a new level 5 option strategy, the inverted diagonal spread eagle mustache ride. I must hide my location identity, so I am also in Arizona. There you go. I'm just catching up on the show. I just love how you broke down the AMC fundamentals this morning. You just pissed off so many Gen Z people that they'll try to cancel you by sundown. Sometimes you got to let these people go. You got to let them go. I'm not going to be dominated by people who don't want to know the truth. Can't help you, man. I can't help you. John, FAI $15 calls for 11.19 should be good. That was the furthest out. If they're cheap enough, great. If they're nice and cheap. Oh, it was a tribute. That's awesome. I love both of them. I'll check it out. They're great. Laugh out loud, John. You're funny. I can take it. A Magic 8-Ball says IPO will survive the great banking wars of 2056. Oh man, thank you everybody for being here. We're at 174.07 on GameStop, 1385 on AMC, and 1678 on IPOE, and we're now 1143 on Gores. Cheers, everybody! I'm having a bagel. Oh man, extreme at the Freddie tribute concert when they did the Queen medley. Amazing. Oh my gosh. Hey yo. Concert for Live was amazing. Yeah, I love those. I like SPACs that are lowest priced. I hear you there. Mm. Growing up, what got me to watch the Concert for Live was Guns N' Roses. Years later, I appreciate the rest of it. Right on. Yeah, Slash coming out on stage for the Freddie Mercury tribute when they did "Tie Your Mother Down." That was beautiful. That was awesome. What a great opening song. Get that concert going. Oh, and yes, more freshwater streams, etc. Than any other state but Alaska, but parks are incredible. Arizona has lots of cactus and golf parks. That's true. It might finally be time to sell these weed stocks for more GameStop options. I picked up on DVD Queen live at the Rainbow 1974. Not your typical Queen, but for diehards, it's incredible. There you go. This bagel is fabulous, and it's done now. Thank you all for being here, enduring another bagel session. 174.50 on GameStop. Let's go, baby. It's time. Time for 180 now. 180 and beyond. Let's go. Let's see how we do. 174.70, 175.30 on GameStop. We're going higher. We're now going higher. The Dow is down 71. S&P up at 1.7 points. NASDAQ up 94 points. That's where we are right at the moment. Gore's Holdings at 11.50, up 35 cents. That is the high of the day. IPOE 16.84, up $1.36. Looking good. 175 went through there like butter. Just like butter. Beautiful. There'll never be another Freddie Mercury. But he was no Yoko. Let's not, we have to admit that. He was no Yoko. Okay. What up, people, says Aaron. Oh, my gosh. As we're now in the season of your recommended SPACs, announcing merger dates and putting out proxy materials, I got to say, it's great to have you as a tour guide, Uncle Bruce. We're going to get busier now. We're going to get very busy as these deals go through and then they start trading as their new companies. We'll be following all of them. There's a lot of activity coming up for us. And I think we're going to make a lot of money here. I think you guys can do very nicely if you can hang in there. If we hit 185 before 8:30, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Oh, boy. Thank you, everybody. for being here and hanging out with me right now. $16.95 on IPOE. Looks like it's going to take a run at $17 again. 176 is the target now for GameStop. We're at 195.98, 176.08. We were at 175.98. We're now 176.08. Like butter, the 176 price breached, and we're through it. Going to go higher. Looking good. Volume on GameStop, 1.98 million. The stock is at the high of the day. If you take a look at the GameStop shares today, you can see this. That's the high of the day right there. That. It's still down on the day, but that is the best price all morning. We got through this nonsense down here, and now it's coming on up here. 175.95. It's going to go through 176 to 177 and higher. It looks like there's nothing to stop it now. 1.9 million volume. IPOE 1689 on 1.8 million, up nicely, up of 141. AMC 1397. It's now up 2 cents on 80 million shares. It took 80 million. Wow, that is. This stock cannot maintain these volumes forever. I mean, it will come back to reality, but you got to wonder with 80 million, it's not higher. Like it's not, $16, $17. It's not happening. Too much paper out there now to be pushing around, unfortunately, on AMC. Okay. What can I see? What can I say? Welcome to the SPAC markets with Bruce. Let's see. Maybe if Yoko had 4 extra incisors, she could do some real damage when she wails like a banshee. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Splair, if we hit 190.95, I sell once and dip a little before we break 200 maybe. Let's see. GameStop, I get knocked down, but I get back up again. We running and funning now. Let's see. The conservative state of Alabama passed a medical marijuana bill yesterday. I thought I would not live to see it. SWAT team at my neighbor's house kicked in the door. Known drug dealer. About time. Anybody heard anything about semiconductors this week? Also, what was pretty cool was Axl Rose and Elton John doing Bohemian Rhapsody. Sitting Bull, GHVI up $0.50. It was looking good here. Aaron, Bama Babe, AZ did recreation this year. And that was awesome. Uncle Bruce, are you going to be here for us when the stock starts squeezing? They keep us calm so we don't sell too early. Where else am I going to go, Ona? What else am I going to do? What else can I do? 175.47 on GameStop. 1402 on AMC. All right, Sitting Bull. We are having some SVAC good news. Why isn't this ticker moving any? Lots of bullish articles popping up about the Discovery mega deal, AT&T Discovery mega deal. This will eventually have its own ticker. Again, I'm following it. I don't know, Lance. I am Canadian. I've seen the issues with it being legalized. The red tape is insane. Stores are not usually too convenient to get to. Bama Babe, congrats. Are you going to be singing and Yoko today? If Yoko had extra incisors, she'd be something. What else am I going to do? They teased retail traders. Flash wild prices only after hours, both AMC, GameStop manipulation. He knows he will need him, just making sure. Thought AZ already did because in 18 when I was there was pretty much out of the open. Definitely a risky up and down industry, but that's my kind of jam, huh? SWAT team just knocked on my door in. Damn, I thought I was going to make my flight to Mexico this evening. Gosh darn it. Maybe tomorrow. 1692 on IPOE. 175.45 on GameStop, 1405 on AMC, 1152 on Gore's Holdings. Okay, let's go. Obama Babe, we're medical, but we're not recreational. Let's see, solid cup and hold pattern, hold forming at a GameStop, looking bullish. Rock and roll. Rock and roll, kids. We are rolling along here. We've got the Dow down 44. It's recovering a bit. S&P up 3. NASDAQ up 93 points. So the markets are higher. Oil down 48 cents a barrel. Interesting. Let's see. Anyone see the Apple and GM jumping all over the place today? And Olivia saying it's bullish. What do we got on Apple right now? Apple is up 39 cents. There's nothing going on with Apple. Microsoft up 39 cents. Also nothing going on. Tesla up 9.14. Nothing going on. Very quiet. The cruise shares are higher. 86.29 for Royal Caribbean, up $1.75. Norwegian up 74 cents to 29.62. Carnival up 85 cents to 28.37.38 roughly. Amazon up $28 to 32.98. Facebook up 14 cents to 3.15. Google up at $15 to 2,336 bucks. That's what I'm seeing here. I don't know what else to say about the rest of it. AT&T still down $1.43 to 29.94. It has recovered though. It was as low as 28.89. It's come back a buck now to 29.94. It's down $1.43. That's what AT&T is doing at the moment. Okay. 175.23 on GameStop, down 537. This is the high range of the day. The question now is, will it go higher? And that's what we're waiting for. Let's see. Wow, Bruce, I just joined in here. But what did you do? You're at 107 dislikes, laughing out loud. Well, I mentioned how AMC traded at 15.50 last night in the aftermarket. And I mentioned that it hadn't done that yet on the New York Stock Exchange market. And people were upset with me thinking that I don't like AMC. And they noticed that it did get to 14.55 today. But that was it. And then it backed off. Hit a low of 13.57 today. It's now at 14.04, up 9 cents. So they're upset with me because, you know, they don't like the way I talk about AMC because I don't, you know, glowingly talk about it all the time. I just kind of talk fundamentals, and they hate that. They just, but they won't go anywhere else. They won't listen to anyone else talk about AMC but me, or they hear what I say, give me a thumbs down, and go to somewhere else. I guess, but you know, people do what they do. We have 108 thumbs downs, 1,300 thumbs ups. So that's 1,400 engagements. That's good for this channel. I mean, every time we get thumbs ups, this is good for the channel. It makes YouTube promote it more. So I'm happy for the promotion. And let's see. Do you think, Uncle Bruce, do you think that VGAC will monetize its genomic tech other than the 23andMe kits they currently sell? Emlyn, I don't know. We're going to learn all about the game plan for 23andMe right after the merger is done and they're starting to trade at that company. Then they will tell us everything, I hope. And we'll then decide for ourselves whether we like what we hear or not. Laugh out loud. Why the face? Why the face? Must have been good. Sorry, I missed it. Damn, Bruce, just wanted to point out that you nailed it with the Home Depot prediction as well as the Coinbase decline. Appreciate what you are doing. Love those facers. Nothing like those SWAT calls. Brucey, did you know any good criminal lawyers? Emphasis on the criminal. No. Well, actually, I know one. I know of a lawyer that is in the criminal racket somewhat. Yeah. Anyway, how dare you tell it like it is, Bruce? How dare you? Could help you out. I'm on for a channel that's only AMC pretty much, and I try not to talk about AMC. Laugh out loud. Let's see. Never change, Bruce. Some people just can't handle the truth. The truth. You can't handle the truth. So much for my lion this morning. Hey, Ashley. Blair, he said AMC does not have strong fundamentals. Yeah, I kind of talked about the fact that they have over $5 billion in debt. And they've maxed out all the stock that they sold at $9.50 a share. They could be offering stock at $14 now for a bunch of money. And I talked about that. People just don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear it. It's confusing. After the new deal from AT&T and Discovery, I don't know where to go because of Warner Brothers Gaming. It's somewhere hidden in that mess. Yeah, I don't know what to do there either. Ashley, oh my. Wally, Blair, Uncle Bruce usually has thumbs downs, a lot of them. Even where he goes on the air. What does that tell you? They can face themselves for all we care. What can I say? I'm too gullible. June 10 VGAC merger deal. Yep, laugh out loud. It's all good. I'm just a silly person in general, Ashley. I hear that the word isn't in the dictionary. I like GP. We love Mr. T. There you go. There you go, everybody. We've got GameStop at 176 now. Just hit again. 176. 1409 on AMC, up 14 cents. Gore's 1152, up 35 cents. Yeah, can we get a little run here? would be kind of nice. The Dow is down 60. S&P down a half a point. NASDAQ up 87. Not much going on there. IPOE 1685 up $1.35, $1.37 a share. Way to go. Thanks for the reminder. Thumbs ups for Uncle Bruce. Dobermama. Yes, VGAC will go way beyond the kits. I saw the interview with Sir Branson way back when they announced this deal. You could get a beer at the movie, though. Well, how about that? I'm sure you can get a Budweiser for $1.85 at the AMC. I'm sure it's well priced. It's not $1.85. Is it $2.85? It's not $2.85. How much is a beer at the AMC theater? Can you buy beer at an AMC theater? I guess it depends on what state you're in, right? I would say. Boy, I don't know. I don't know. All right. Can't say. Fortress value up 2 cents to $9.97. We now know that VGAC is holding their shareholder meeting on June the 10th, and they're having their FAII meeting, that's Fortress Value, on June the 15th to vote in their mergers. So we now know that's official. We know then we can extrapolate from that a week after those dates, those two stocks will trade as new companies. 23andMe for the VGAC, and ATI Physical Therapy for Fortress. So the new names, 1-for-1 rollover of stock, just a name change, and now they can, now they can talk and they can promote. And Richard Branson can start talking about 23andMe. This VGAC is not going to be sitting at $9.98 anymore. I mean, I don't think so. Not even close. You can have a nice little run here. We all knew Bruce was legit once he let Tony P out of his basement. Well, there you go. Brucey, any recommendations as to how to lose the cops on a highway? I'm doing 95 if that helps. Oh my, if you can use your flux capacitor, and once you hit 88, you should be able to go into the future or into the past and just leave them behind. You could think about that. But when you come back, you may want to be, a few minutes different than when you come back, when you left, because the cops will be waiting for you. So be careful about that. Hey, Bruce, check your mail. I've sent an interesting article about GameStop to you. Derek, that is so much easier than baggy pants and shaking beers of the past. Okay, let's see. Beer and McDonald's in Germany. AMC has had bad fundamentals. Where was that article? Yes, but sometimes it does trade in sympathy with GameStop. It runs around. Pick a comb. Michigan has beer and even bars in some theaters. AMC does. I'm not a big fan of AMC stock. Last time I got a beer, there was like a $1 more than a soda. I've seen you on the other channel, Ashley. I know that girl moment. Blair, I'm going to go to Germany, have some long-lost relatives I need to meet, the real ones. Dang, I'm all out of uranium, buddy. Where my shares and options? I'm finally profitable. Yeah, you need one of those, Mr. T. You need one of those, Mr. Coffee fusion reactors. You got to go to the future, get one of those, bring it back. Then you can just put in like empty beer cans and banana peels, and that'll give you the nuclear fuel you need, the plutonium you need to power up your flux capacitor. I mean, it's a trick, though. I mean, how do you get to the future if you haven't got it in the first place, right? It's one of those, how do I do that, right? It's cart before the horse, right? I don't know. I know. Between my shares and options, I'm finally profitable in IPOE, and we've only just begun. I mean, we've only not even begun. It's a $27 stock the minute this deal's done. $27 book value. Then there's going to be the upside on the upside of this company in the future. That'll take you to $37 a share, $40 a share. Then there's the fact that $1.9 billion being handed to these guys. They're going to multiply that into all kinds of more business. That'll take it to $57 a share. Then there's the bank, the charter that they have because they're buying the bank. That'll take it to $67 a share. Then there's the possibility of the company being a takeover target. That'll take it to $400 a share. And you got to ask yourself, at $400 a share, am I happy? Am I financially more secure than I am now at $400 a share for IPOE or not? It's a 1678. Can you handle $400 a share? Can you just handle it? I mean, what would you be worth if it's $400 a share? Have you done the math? Do you know? What can I say? A bolt of lightning. That's right, a bolt of lightning. That's all you need. If you can find the exact moment that a bolt of lightning will strike, you can channel it somehow. If you can channel it into the flux capacitor, everything will be okay. There you go. A 1.21 gigawatts. Gigawatt. Yeah. What's a gigawatt? That's that 1.21. I can't believe I didn't think trash for fuel. Thanks, Brucey. I'm good for plutonium. Too much of anything. Prices are way down thanks to your Iranian nuclear deal gone awry. See, there you, Michael. There you go. A lot. There you have it. Yeah, I mean, $400 a share on IPOE. How much are you worth? I mean, have you done the math? How much are you worth? Ortex said short interest in AMC is currently estimated to be 18% of the free float, 18.3. And in GameStop, it's expected to be 21.8 of the free float. Oh my gosh. I have a couple of grams of plutonium for sale if anybody needs any. Vibras, my 400 IPO shares would love a run to $400 a share. Yeah, that'd be pretty good, right? I mean, that'd be worth what's what would you be worth? 160,000? $4 a share, 1,600. 160 grand. You'd be worth 160 grand. That's not bad. Eric or Bruce, regarding options, do you think it's foolish to buy a long and a short call as a form of insurance to limit losses while also still making a profit? You smelling what I'm stepping in there? So if you're a long call and you're doing really, really well, maybe you should buy a short-term put to offset the long-term call. Just in case the stock goes down, that would protect your put. You don't want to buy a short-term call. You want to buy a short-term put, because if your stock goes down, the put goes up in value to offset the loss on the call to keep rolling along. That might be an idea. Ashley, Bruce, just want you to know we appreciate you and your spirit. Well, thank you, Ashley, very much. I appreciate that. All of you who are here today and supporting this channel, these super chats and new members and donations to my PayPal account. You guys picking up items on Redbubble. Thank you. Jen, thanks you. We love it. I just want you guys to get rich. Just get rich. For extra uranium, check Uranus. Me too, Vibers. I was just saying that. I'm at 450 finally. Uncle B, SVAC to restate historical financial results for the year ended. To restate historical financial results for unaudited interim financials for these 6 months ended. Yeah, all SPACs are doing that. Every SPAC is restating all their stuff because they're supposed to under SEC rules for SPACs, new rules. They've all done it. But once they do it, the SEC accepts the new filing as active. Then they announce their shareholder meeting and do the merger. So this is good news. Ashley, my SPAC plays are either going to be I'm a genius or I'm an idiot moments, regardless of what I'll be an idiot claiming to be a genius or just like an idiot. I did check yours, but you told me to mind my own business. With my small position, I'd be at 21K with IPOE. Uncle Bruce, where are your charts and why aren't you using terminology we don't understand? Why don't you talk to us like everyone else does? And why are you so damn different? What's up? What is it about you, you old man? Why aren't you 25 years old and giving us long words that no one understands? Why not? I mean, geez, come on. I mean, gosh darn it, man. I understand everything you're saying, and I don't like it. Okay, here we are. Bagel. Let's go. We're moving up. Could you slice up a couple of Paul-ups next time you're in there, please? T, help me out there. 1658 up $1.10 on IPOE. GameStop, 175.43. Up down 5.17. AMC at $14 on the nose, up a nickel. Gores Holdings 11.45, up 30 cents. VGAC up a penny. FAII Fortress up 2 pennies. Not much going on. The Dow down to 71 points. S&P up half a point. NASDAQ up 92. It's a mixed market. It's just a mixed bag market. But the certain stocks we follow are doing all right. I think we're going to be okay here. How are my fellow apes and apettes doing today? Ready? Anybody ready to take the hedgies monies today? Let's do that, please. Yes, let's us please do that. Let's see what happens. Let's take a look here. Headlines of anything going on. Anything new to worry about? Home Depot had a good day. Had a good start to the day today. It came up with some phenomenal numbers. Unfortunately, Home Depot HD stock just has not followed through on the earnings. Their stock just hasn't followed through. What can I say? Unprecedented demand, though. Walmart beats expectations, gaining market share in the grocery industry, they say. Macy's beats expectations and raises its guidance. That's good. Home Depot, 318.68, down $1.23 on Home Depot, unfortunately. IBM is down $1.23 at 143.88. What can I say about that? Nothing. There's nothing I can say about that. There's nothing I can say. It just is what it is, and that's what it is. Gotta let markets do what they do. This is how markets operate sometimes. I don't know what else to say. Okay. Marco, I got your article. I'll read it later. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. What else is going on? Thank you, everybody, for joining in on the show today. We're getting a pretty good viewership of the show. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. Please consider subscribing, and let's grow the subscriber count numbers if you don't mind. That would be terrific. Thank you for the 1,300 thumbs up so far. I appreciate that. Keep those thumbs ups coming in, guys. That would be beautiful, too. Thank you, those of you who follow me on Twitter. Not that there are many of you, but some of you do. And here we are. We've got the Dow down 49 points, getting better. S&P up 1.75 points, and NASDAQ up 91. Gold oil down 34 cents a barrel. That's what we have right now. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Not exciting so far, but it is what it is. We're waiting for GameStop to speak. We're waiting for them to release info. They're 176.35 again. They're up again for the highest level of the day right now. We're waiting for them to speak. 178.04 to tell us about their new CEO. 178.04 on GameStop. It just popped up. We're waiting for who is going to be the new CEO of the company. We would like to hear that info sooner rather than later. Then we're waiting to hear from the company about their first quarter financial results, which should be good. We're hoping that they're really good. And then we're waiting for the annual meeting, June the 9th. So there's lots of anticipation here for GameStop. 178.21, busting up to the new high of the day. Still down 239, but this is the high of the day. Can the stock break 180? I think it will. I think it's going to do that, and it might reach higher than that because the sell-off came and went this morning. It's all over. GameStop volume today is 2.3 million. This is not a problem for GameStop over time. This just gets eaten up, and it just goes higher. 178.39 now on GameStop, as it seems to be gaining some momentum. 179.70 now. 179.70 on GameStop. It just jumped another $1.50. Hello, we're moving up. We're going through 180 like butter here. 179.71 on GameStop. There's a buy wave coming in on the stock right now. Pretty good. You see it. You notice it, folks. You're noticing it. It's going. You're knowing it. 179.48. It's going higher. Here we go. 178.48. What's it going to do when it goes for you? Oh, bad stock. It's a pattern perfect. What's it going to do when it blows through you? Woohoo! Yeah, baby, let's go. AMC 14.30 up 35 cents. It took a little shot. That's good to see. Over at IPOE 16.56 up $1.08. Looking good. Where's it at? 179.20 on GameStop. Volume now, still quiet, 2.34 million. The GameStop, it's going to go 179.48 again. Can go through 179.50 here in a moment. 180.30. I like butter. $180.30. Zip, just like that. Went right through there. And it's gone. And we're now up on the day. 180.74. We're up 14 cents. Right now, going for 181 and higher. Here we go, kids. GameStop is on the move. It's now in positive territory. 180.74. How about them apples? Not bad. Not bad. 180.57. Looking good. 181 is being threatened next. This will be a no-brainer the way this thing is going. 180.97 is the high of the day right now. 180.44 last trade. We're up on the day already, just like that. Wow. Yeah, it's going. It's going. You see it. You all are noticing it. Let's go. You see it. You're all seeing it. It's happening. It's happening on GameStop. So much for that low of the day of 168 and yesterday's low of 159. We're now at 179 to 180 here. Wowee, man. You're short this stuff? Not a good idea. Ashley, don't say touch it. It gives me flashbacks. I saw 181.97 on Fidelity. I saw 180.97 here, but whatever. It's got a run to it. Nice. Very nice. 14.30 on AMC, up 35 cents. IPOE at 16.56 on 2.1 million shares. Very good. GameStop volume is still at 2.34 million. Not much going on there. All righty. Well, there you have it. How about them apples? It's a nice little shot here. We are very pleased and very happy to see this. And we are watching this market very, very, very closely. Oh, love that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, 179.10. Go, baby, go. That's all I say. That's all I'm asking. Fabulous. Okay. Okay. Fantastico. Okay. Fantastico. Yep, 1646 on IPOE, although my phone looks to be jammed right now. I'm watching the closing. Oh, no, it's back up again. 179.40 on GameStop, 1646 on IPOE, and AMC at 1420. Alrighty, 179.67, going for another run through the 180 mark. 179.95. Yeah, baby. 179.95. Here we go. Goodbye 180 if this keeps going and beyond. 79.96. Very nice. Very, very nice. 180.03 right now. 180.03 on GameStop. Like butter. Like butter. 180.31. And gaining momentum on the stock. Fantastic. Let's see how it wants to perform here. 179.32 now. 179 just jumped back, so it's jumping on us. But it is definitely pushing 180 around without much trouble right now. Beautiful. Cheers, everybody. Are you having fun today? I hope some of you are making money today. I hope you're getting richer. Coaching 180 again. Cashing order flow is balanced. 179.54. All right. British flag continuation pattern forming. This is better than riding a roller coaster. Wee, Tony, no more dips below 180, please. C. Jerry, thank you for this donation. What are your thoughts on bingo? BNGO, I got call options out on January. Don't know anything about it. Stonky Kong, rise, my pretty, rise. Go, baby, go. Yeah, I don't know these other stocks, so I can't help you there. I might as well be up front with you. I tell you, I don't know anything. It's nice to find through those green days. It is lovely to see this. Good volume, good things going. 2.56 million, just a couple 100,000 more volume. Nothing much going through there. Very interesting. 1637 on IPOE, 1418 on AMC right now. 179.31 on GameStop. Do you have any price predictions or guidance on VGAC in the next few months? Much higher. Much higher. And I don't mean a couple of dollars. I mean tens of dollars. 30, 40 bucks. It's going to go. It's going to go a lot higher than this. Yeah, higher. Let's get Bruce that Tesla. Let's go. And Mark Blue Skies up. Chart 179.39. You know, with Richard Branson talking about VGAC, don't think that Richard Branson is into this deal to have it go to 15 or 20 bucks. I mean, come on. Why is he wasting his time? Multi-billionaire guy ain't 30 years old anymore. He needs results now. He's gonna get results in the next year or so. Very nice results. He bought in at $10 himself personally for 25 million bucks on this deal, on this closing. So it ain't going to 15. It ain't going to 20. It isn't going to 25. It's going beyond that, much beyond that. Get ready, man. What's the next color after the blue badge, Uncle Bruce? I don't remember. Does anyone remember what I said the other day? I mean, I'm working hard here, but do I have to remember all this stuff? Do I have to know all this? Do I? Let me tell you. I'll tell you. It's all right. It's okay. I'll get to it. It's all good. It's all good. The next color after blue purple is kind of a pink color. That's in the 6-month mark. That you have to be around for 6 months before you get that color. So you're going to be with this color for a little while right now. Thank you for the 1,400 thumbs ups, everybody. Keep them coming in. Thank you, guys. I love this. We're at 179.74 on the GameStop. 179.77 going higher. AMC 1420. IPOE 1636. Okay. How much longer are you online? I'm online for 10 more minutes, and then I'll be off until 3 this afternoon for 2 hours, the last hour of the day and the first hour in the aftermarket. VGAC is my fave at the moment. Pink, yellow, it's pink. You're all going to have Teslas by the time we get pink. We're all going to have them. JK, new member. Hey, JK, welcome. Welcome to the group, the channel, the experience, the hangout, the legendary hangouts with everybody else. 180 on GameStop, going higher again. Yep. Closed at 180.60 last night. 180.16 right now. Very good. Yahoo! What are your plans for this channel? You seeding this in? I have no idea, Jay Ray. I'm just here. Everything blew up on Jan 25th. Here we are. May 18th. I'm still going. I can tell you I want to travel, and I'll be taking you with me. So, if you see me on a cruise ship doing this show from the balcony of my cabin, don't be upset. Just enjoy it. I'll show you around the ship. We'll have some fun. We'll eventually do some group cruises, and you can join us. And then if we're going to do a road trip or two, we might do a couple of meet and greets, and we'll let you know with as much advance notice as we can that we're going to be in your area. Come and see us and say hi. We'll even tape a show live. Woohoo! That could be fun. Thank you. I just want to see my bagel color. Carry on, my friend. Let's see here. What we're going to go green. We got 8 minutes to hit 190, and then Bruce can't go. Thank you, Mr. T, for this $9.99 British pound sterling donation. Brucey, need some dating advice? I met a girl last week who said she can generate jet propulsions using oxidized uranium in her thighs to rival Apollo 17. Do you think she's full of it, or is she lying? Is she cute? If she's cute, she might be telling the truth. If she's ugly, she might be lying. She might be just trying to kind of get you, But if she's really good looking, if she's really hot, she's probably telling you the absolute truth. That's what I found. Just saying. Welcome, JK. Welcome. Bruce is a long-term investment in fund. A laugh out loud, only 2.6 million volume. World domination. Butter. 999 is 326,727.64 dong. That's a lot of dong. I mean, that's dong gone serious. Is she cute? Ha ha. Can she propel GameStop to 800? Oh no, Bruce. Oh no. This is great advice. Yeah, I could see it though. This is some solid logic, Bruce. Laughing my face off there. That's what I call a fire crotch. You could be right too. But she's got radiating thighs. Radiating thighs. Just saying. Why would a pretty girl lie to you? Pretty girls never lie, do they? They never lie. Yeah. Oh my. Okay. Yes. Hot oxidized uranium is a thing. Successful ignition test. She's a nuclear physicist, Brucey. So yeah, she's hella cute. AMC going up 1437. Yay, Thomas. Where's Wally's World with Thunderstruck? That brain is cute. This is good stuff. I need to write this stuff down. We're not. You think all of us are here for our looks? I mean, come on. There's, we're all cute and all, but we're all here for knowledge. Knowledge is power, and knowledge is cuteness. There you go. 1645 up 97 cents on IPOE. 179.11 right now. 179.20 on GameStop. Kind of hanging around here. What can I say? You talk about this. You talk about IPOE a lot. But what about IPOE and IPOF? Well, IPOE and F are not merging with SoFi, so I'm not talking about them. They're not worth $27 book value the minute the trading starts on SoFi. They're SPACs. They're SPACs without deals. Got nothing to talk about right now. Nothing to talk about. Ken didn't like that. Nerds are cute. IPOD. I meant the D and the F. They're just SPACs right now, and I can't talk about them because I got nothing to talk about. I don't know anything about their plans. Got to wait. I think this one here is going to play itself out first before we hear anything about those guys. That's how they get you, says Mike. I am so I'm told. What's IPOD? Actually, the mind is a beautiful thing. J. Ray agreed. Hi, Bruce. As a member, where do I see your special picks? Where does that happen? He said E, but he wanted D, Bruce. Uncle Bruce is just winging it. My picks are right here. These are my faves right here. Those are my faves that I like, and you can check those out anytime you like. Screenshot this, grab your phone, take a photo of this, but check them out. Those are the faves. 179.79 on GameStop. 2.69 million traded now. Interesting. IPOE 1652 up $1.04 now. IPOE getting stronger again. The high of the day 1723, so they moved a bit today already. AMC 1428 now. High of the day 1455. They're trying to go higher on 95 million shares. Way to go, AMC, trying to move it here. Gores 1144 up 29 cents. Right on, man. That is cool bean stuff. Fantastic. Okay. Yes. Okay. Leon is saying, I think Ryan Reynolds would be a very charismatic CEO. He's already over Mint Mobile. He's really fun. JK, thank you. RV with giant bagels on the side. Race car with bagel rims and race. I like Mint. I bought for a whole year. Uncle Bruce, do you have any information regarding Rocket? It's a little above 17, please. Rocket Mortgage. I have no update for you. 181 now. 181.13 on the stock. Yes. Going a new high right now. 181.30. It's a new high. New high on GameStop, up 70 cents. Going higher. Swing Bull. Maybe someone could make him some custom bagel wheels. 181. We are moving here again on some more volume. Very nice. Very nice. 180, 181 on GameStop. 2.75 million shares traded. Still no news that I'm aware of. No news. It was 168 this morning, 159 yesterday morning. Now 181.13. Hello. Leon Ante, does Mint Mobile have stock? Now, if anybody this morning would have bought back any calls that they had written on GameStop a couple days ago, if they wrote them in the 180, 190 range, and they bought them back this morning when the stock bottomed out at the 168 level, now they could look at possibly rewriting calls, but maybe in the $190 to $200, $200 range, and bring in some more premium revenue. There's thoughts, possibilities, opportunities. We'll see. I don't know. I'm just saying. There are possibilities all around. What can I say about what can I say? I don't know what there is to say about what I have to say. I really don't know. I'm doing what I can. But everybody, welcome those of you who are here to the show. Welcome those of you who are following us right now. Love it. Hope you're having a good day today, having fun today. Like I say, it's all good times. And fantastic. I love that. Looking at these contracts out there, and there's some people doing pretty good. If you're writing options out there, even writing those, anyone right there writing $210 contracts, they're doing pretty good. This stock is higher, and yet the contracts are lower because of the time depreciation. Isn't that amazing how that works? It's fantastic. 179 on GameStop, down $1.60. trading almost 2.something million, 2.5 million or more. 2.75 million. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful job. Way to go, GameStop. Thank you, GameStop, for bringing in the bacon today. Thank you, IPOE 1651 up $1.03. AMC holding a gain at 1431 up 36 cents. Gore's Holdings up 29 cents to 1144. Those of you who've been buying IPOE this week, way to go, you guys. I hope you got a lot of it at the 15 range, 15 something range. I think you're going to be very happy with this stock, the merger, and everything else. Remember, VGAC, the shareholder meeting to approve the merger, June the 10th. And FAII, Fortress, is now telling us June 15th for their merger date, their shareholder vote to do the merger. So a week after those two dates, those two stocks could well be trading on the exchanges. So fantastic stuff. Looking really, really good. Okay, guys. Thank you, everybody. I got to get going. Thank you, all of you. And I'm appreciating that you're here. Endless RPM from one burst to another. What is your prediction on IPOE? Saw people saying it's trading at 10 times now as it once merges. There'll be dilution of shares. What do you think? $20 calls for July. I wouldn't buy July calls. Next year, January, I'd go out that far on calls. But I like the idea. The stock's at 27 book value upon listing with SoFi in there. With all the stock outstanding, it's worth 27 a share the minute they list. But I don't think they're going to sit there. I think they're going to be trading at a premium to that, a wonderful premium to that. So 40, 50 could be done. Buy it now. Thank you, everybody. Another handle. We're going up. There you go. Let's see. Let's see what's going on. Bruce is feeling it. Thank you, Uncle B. Thank you, everybody. Have a super day, everybody. I'll be back on the air at 3 o'clock this afternoon for the last hour of the day, for the first hour of the aftermarket. And we'll see how these shares want to do for us. Hopefully they'll keep bringing it to us. 1662 now, up $1.14 on IPOE, looking really good. And this is cheap. This is cheap here. Under 20, this is a steal for what's coming up. This is a bargain right now. 1410 on AMC, up 15 cents. 177.70 or so on GameStop. Join me this afternoon, 3 o'clock Eastern, for the final hour of the market, first hour in the aftermarket. Let's see how these shares do in the meantime. Thank you, all of you, for being with me this morning. Appreciate it. Having a lot of fun, as always. And we'll catch you later today at 3 o'clock, guys. Thank you. SoFi owns Galleon, which is the engine behind fintechs like Robinhood, Criminal, more. Chime and more. Okay, thanks, Uncle B. Thank you, guys. GameStop is fighting. Bye. There you go. All right. See you guys. See ya. Talk to you later. Bye.